joke around like this is, man, we thought we'll be done by like episode 5 or something. But there's a lot of love, a lot of camaraderie, and we just want to recognize all of our stars, such as you guys. So, what's going on?
Yes. So welcome back to CrossCourt Conversations. Like Will said, episode 32, season 2. We're here with Titan No S. Titan No S, man. That's the full name right there. No S. Okay.
Oh.
What's up, guys? You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Let's start with Jeremiah. What's up, Jeremiah? Can we know, obviously, your name, your training, a little background, just where you played and things like that, boys.
Gotcha. Yeah, my name's Jeremiah Vang. Born and raised Fresno, California. Went to high school Clovis East. Been playing volleyball since about 7th grade, but didn't get serious about 8th grade or so. Actually, after high school, took about a decade-long break, so trying to get back into it for myself. So, no college experience playing like that, or no club ball, so just straight high school. It's pretty competitive high school in California, so take it for what it is too.
Okay. Greg, can you add your a little introduction by yourself, Greg?
Yeah, my name is Gregory. Also born and raised Fresno, California. Graduated 2006. I'm the oldest one. Started playing 4th and 5th grade. My mom was a teacher at my elementary school. She put me in volleyball. I also played a little bit of middle school and high school, but I didn't take it serious until after high school. I got with my wife, and then we started playing. All I know is Hmong Volleyball. I'm terrible with the other rules. So.
Okay, Greg, let me interrupt you real quick, man. How did you meet these guys right here? Did you guys go up in the same hood? Tell us a quick story, man.
Jeremiah is actually my brother-in-law, so I've known him since he was in high school. The rest of them, how did we meet? Just through Hmong Volleyball. We've been playing. I played against them when they first came out. They're really good, and then I started training with some of the guys. They used to go work out at this stadium, and I used to go over there just to better myself, and that's how I ended up playing with them. They asked me to play with them for Stockton New Year one year, and I did.
Okay.
And then we won it, and then they asked me to play for the next one, and pretty soon I was just on the team.
Okay. Let's go. Man, thank you for that background, man. Let's go with Hugh. And then we'll go with the trio right there. Hugh, what's up?
What's up? I'm Hugh Lee. I went to Central High School.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing when I was like middle school, and got serious around like junior year in high school. I joined Titan like 2015. And then that's basically it. But it just took off from there. But I knew the guys from they went to like Clovis, and we all playing in the same league, competing against each other. But we knew each other growing up and all stuff. Like we're all the same age. But really, I didn't really like take that step until like I got introduced to like Hmong volleyball and like my junior year in high school, when everybody's like telling me like, oh, there's club ball, like there's more to volleyball, and then that's when I got more into it. So I kind of started late, but yeah, that's when I started.
Okay.
Like
And then gentlemen, what's up? The trio right there. Let's start with the left all the way to the right, man. Left meaning see you. You go first, man, and then we'll walk all the way down.
All right, my name's Siu Er. I went to Clovis West High School. I started playing ball when I was in 2nd grade, just because my whole family was volleyball players. And pretty much it, just high school, club ball, played with Alan in club ball, and basically us three was just the original Titans, the greatest team. So pretty much it for me.
Okay. bro, I don't know if it's just me. I think you guys are breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's everyone else. Can you guys
Yeah,
breaking up?
The Titan
Can you
guys?
guys hear
Yeah.
Mine's good.
But let's go with the man in the middle who needs no introduction.
Oh,
Come on. Why don't you introduce yourself, young fella? Who are you?
Hey guys, hey Will, I'm Alan, and I played volleyball ever since elementary. But then we were all the same elementary team actually.
Yeah.
And played throughout high school, and then at the end of my high school year, I played club with CU here.
Yeah.
And no college experience, but not yet. No college experience yet.
Okay. And then let's go with the middle hitter right there, who I see who did the most. Man, this boy right here, middle hitter. This boy, he jumped like fucking like crazy.
Sorry, bro, we got
What's
Tony
up,
here
middle?
too.
Who's that?
Tony.
What's up,
Tony's gotta
Tony?
get in.
What's up, guys?
Damn. Okay. What's up, Tony? Let's go with the man in the middle hitter, and then we'll go with Tony.
Obviously, there's a party somewhere, and some people didn't get invited. So
Why
going
is Greg and
We'll be there in a bit.
yeah.
why is Greg and Jeremiah and Hugh like somewhere else?
We'll talk about that later.
I'll be there, but I'm kind of busy right now.
What's up, middle hitter? What's up?
All right, guys,
give a little background.
For those who don't know me, my name is Chai Yang. Well, yeah, I started 5th grade volleyball. I wasn't really too into volleyball, so I played with these guys elementary years, 5th and 6th. I stopped for 7th grade and 8th grade. I kind of played just trying to get back into the game, but it didn't pick up till freshman year of high school. So I've been playing with these guys practically our whole lives. I've known these guys 20 plus years. So yeah, that's the gist of it, man.
Okay.
Nah.
Tony, best friends for life. What's up, Tony?
Hey,
Tony, hey, you guys got to get Tony a beer. Tony's pretty thirsty right now. Pick him up.
look at the way he's sitting.
It's dry as heck.
Dominic, get this dry man a beer.
I'm good on the beer, but I'm working like in a bit, so I'm just here, just go through this CrossCourt conversation first, and then and I'll probably head out to work after.
Busy man.
But yeah, you guys don't know, I'm Tony John. I'm the basically outside oppo hitter for the team, and growing up, I met these guys probably in high school. And it was me and Hugh. We were on the same team growing up. And we met them during high school. Always be playing against each other. And it was fortunate enough that they asked me to play with them. And I was grateful for that. And I played club ball with CU, Alan, and Hugh for a few years. And then I went off to go play with Fresno State club ball.
Yes.
We won nationals 2013. And that's I got serious probably middle school. Well, no, you can say sophomore year. That's when I actually got into it. Getting better and started to like learn what I could do. That's pretty much it.
All right. That's Pen, why don't you hey boys, ready? Let's get on with the questions. And then we're organically gonna ask you guys, just stuff that we saw on the video, the film. I was there, I seen what went on, and then we'll get into that, man. Let's do it.
First off, let's start. What went into the decision to kind of come and play in Wausau?
Really?
So, what was that?
We asked, why did you guys decide to come to Wausau during that time? Well, you know, what was the decision? I know you guys have a close brotherhood there. What was going on in the huddle or the meetings during that time? Alan, why don't you take it, and then whoever wants to jump in.
So the reason why we wanted to come to Wausau was because we've heard that no Cali teams actually went and placed before. So yeah, so we decided to, hey, you know, like let's be the first one. If we could set history, you know, let's go do it. You know. So yeah.
All right.
One of the big is basically he moved basically. He moved out of Fresno.
Who moved?
Alan.
This guy.
Wait,
Yeah, this guy.
Oh,
Alan,
Alan moved out of
where did you
Fresno.
move to? Okay, where did you move to, Alan? Are you still in Cali though?
Humboldt, yeah, Humboldt.
Okay.
So,
You
yeah,
just moved
he-
outside of Fresno.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Okay.
well, yeah, he moved way up north, and then
Okay.
for school. So yeah, we kind of, and that is like one of the reasons why we all came together and saying like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
we should play in this tournament for like his, you know, last tournament.
Can I ask you guys a story right off the bat, just to know and clarification? Can you guys tell me the story of Kyle Fu? Can you guys tell me what happened? Why when he passed away? And I see some of his videos, or the video that I saw. Man, that boy was cold. He was like, he could have been a legend. Can someone share a little story about him, about Kyle, and what he meant to your team and the impact that he made? Someone share that a little bit to our audience.
Steve?
Yeah, he went to school with them.
I mean, shit, I don't know what to say, bro.
Well, man, just start from where you guys did he grow up with you guys? Did you guys pick him up along the way? Tell us a little background from like I guess like a short version from like beginning to end. Just I guess like in like a 5-minute span. Like how
you
was
finish
it when he was there?
you finish your beer, you probably know what to say.
You guys
I know,
with the hard
I know
question.
I know it's an emotional story because he's like a brother to you guys, but I think his story, just from what I read and what I've heard, I think it means a lot to Team Titan. So I just want the story to be out there so our audience can hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. I'll take over for this one then, since Steve doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah, Kyle Koo is actually one of the original players for Titan. It was the three of us. We have Tom, my brothers David and Jerry, and Cal.
David.
Oh, David, come over here.
Yeah, David, come here.
What's up, David? Get in.
This guy,
Let's go.
this guy's one.
Was he the one feeding the beer to Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That man, hey, that's my guy right there. When we come out to Fresno, you guys better do that.
So anyway,
Yes.
the four of us and Cal and Tommy, and my other brother, we all started Titan together. The very core of it was Siu and Cal's idea.
Yes.
I guess these two saw potential in us. So one day they come, hey, you know what? There's this thing called Hmong Volleyball. We should try it out. We should see how far we can get. And from there on, it blew up. We've known Cal 20 plus years too. We grew up same neighborhood. All we knew was eat, sleep, and volleyball. That was it.
Yeah.
You know, on the days where we didn't want to practice, this guy would go and practice by himself. How do you practice volleyball by yourself? You know, he made it work. He'll set himself. He made everything happen for us. You know, the story of him passing. was very, losing him was a big part of our team. He had gone on a family trip with his family to Yosemite National Park, and they went hiking, and unfortunately, coming down some stairs, he had slipped and pretty much hit his head coming down. Yeah, he had an accident, going down the steps. Fortunately, he didn't make it. We were able to go. He was flown to the nearest trauma center, which was Modesto, and I believe we had 24 or 48 hours left with him. So the day he was gonna pass, we actually drove up there and stayed with him, and that was his story. He, a lot of the guys, the young prime time, yes, up, even Ravens. Some of the original guys, they were really looking forward to watching this guy grow and compete, because, and truthfully, he was how our Allen is to us now. He was our Allen. So this guy, I still, bash on Allen's like, oh yeah, he's still better than Allen,
He was at 17, like even prime time can't stop him. Even up can't stop him. It's just. He was just crazy good. He's out of our league.
Yeah. We saw some of the video that was posted up, man. That boy was unstoppable. And he passed away at a very young age at 17. I guess.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like we got robbed of a talented kid, and more so of a very genuine person. It seems like he made like a huge impact, like we can tell, like he made a huge impact on all you guys, on just how you guys speak on him and his character, even at a young age, so.
I was just gonna ask, maybe Alan can answer this. Alan, when we exchange messages and you talk a little bit about Kyle, give us a little story behind what he means to your guys' team. Even after his passing, you talk about you guys wearing pink in honor of him. Give us a little backstory about what he meant to your team afterwards. You said that before we were just playing volleyball. Now we have a purpose. Now we're living for someone else, which is Kyle. Give us a little insight on that.
Well, I think you basically covered the most of it already, because like I said, we did it for the love of the game, right? We didn't really think of it like, okay, we want to be good, but we don't know how good we're gonna get. But then when that happened, we're just like, hey, you know what? He's not here to carry us anymore. Now we have to be better with ourselves and be the best that we could be, and it just won't be for us anymore. Right? It's gonna be for him, you, because we don't know when's the last time we're gonna play with each other. So we're like, okay, this is what basically Cal left for us, and we want to play in his name. Yeah, and we always joke around with pink, right? Yeah. And then we're just, we're not gonna go pink. We're not gonna go pink. He goes, man, you guys are gay. You guys are stupid. And we're just like, we're not gonna go pink. After that, we're just like, hey, you know what? Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? And, yeah.
Okay. And then, Greg, did that give you guys as a team a different outlook on volleyball now? Before it was just a game. As a Titan, did it give you guys like a different outlook now? It's like it's not just a game anymore. It's like a brotherhood. Can you speak a little bit about that, Greg?
I could. I didn't join actually until right after he passed away. So for me, they could probably speak a little bit better on it. The only thing I will say is that ever since I have joined, they treat it like they want someone with that like-minded passion where we're gonna play for each other. Like we're all gonna play for each other. We don't. If you look at our roster, over the years we don't come with 15, 20 people on our roster. We tend to keep it small, our circle small or whatever. So it's always been like that. People we trust, people we can rely on. If we're gonna lose, we lose together. So I don't know how they had it before, but ever since I came on, that's how it's always been. So
Okay.
like there's always that underlying purpose that you play for, right? And for everyone on the team is different. For them, they could have that. Some of us have other reasons, but we don't discard other people's reasons for playing. Like, we play for each other, and if that's what you care about, then that's what I care about. It's pretty.
That's well said. Yeah.
Okay. Then Jeremiah, talk about the Titan huddle, man. Look. So what happened was I had Thusu. He came to Wausau for tournament, but he was in Milwaukee. And then I linked up with him. He came to my house. And I said, hey, I asked Thusu, I said, hey, Thusu, can I follow you guys inside your huddle? And Thusu said, we don't really say anything. I think you guys need to go follow Titan. I was like, why do I need to follow Titan? And he said, well, just go follow them. Trust me. I said, okay. And then I did follow you guys, and you guys were so inspirational. I think we posted a video up of you guys huddling, and it got over 4K views and a whole bunch of comments about how inspirational you guys are. Does that go? Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm gonna speak as much as I could about that. I think that question is better catered towards like Alan and C and them, but
Okay.
just in terms of the huddle where it came from, I think Alan mentioned earlier. That's kind of the prayer that the team does, and just it's more so us being together as brothers, but also praying for them to watch over us as we go through the game and whatnot, and just indicating that this game, even though we were playing this volleyball game, it's bigger than that what we do. So it's in one of the phrases, whether we win or if we win, then let it be by, if we lose, it be by the code. Just one of those things where the brotherhood is anything, and then we just do it together. But if it's just one of those things where if it's inspirational to others, it's kind of what we try to do too, inspire the youngins coming up and play together, play as brothers.
I just felt like it was such an inspiration, just the words or the scriptures or whatever you guys were speaking. What made it even more valuable was that you guys spoke it to life. When you guys actually won, your words meant that much more. I don't know if you guys realize the impact that you guys made. Did you guys realize that impact when you guys spoke it? We posted it, and then you guys actually won, and it all came to fruition. Did you guys realize the impact you guys made on your community? Can someone speak on that? I don't know if you guys looked at it that deep. Maybe for you guys, I just play volleyball, but you know what I mean? These guys are like, man, this dude is too deep right now.
For us, that was always something to empower us, to encourage us, something to like, win or lose, we're still going to be together. Win or lose, we're still going to be brothers at the end of the day. Win and lose, we're still going to eat at the same table, So that never really occurred, at least for me, or maybe some of the guys too. I didn't think it was going to inspire or, make that much of an effect for others. But, I'm glad it did, because hey, the first step we have ever made so far was that prayer, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. They liked it, and I wish, or I hope that it continues to inspire not just whoever saw it, but even past that, maybe our kids and
Definitely.
I think that you guys made such an impact. I'm so glad that Thusu invited us, or he kind of hinted us, like, go check out these guys. I'm so glad that we got footages of you guys, and I'm so glad that, I think, Alan, you were the one who was leading the prayer, correct? Okay.
I led it, but this guy was
okay. And then, yeah. And then, obviously, I think Alan was leading the prayer, and then as the tournament went on, I was like, excuse me for my French, but I'm like, these motherfuckers are fucking winning, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking like living that shit to life. So
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
impressed.
I mean, on that note, so when you guys made the decision to come to Wausau, like, what were your expectations just coming in? Hugh, if you want to answer that, and then whoever wants to chime in.
All right. Well, for the Wausau tournament, going there was for me, like, I coached throughout the season and stuff. So during the spring, so I haven't been playing ball with them, but like I do touch up with it. So they told me that, oh, this is gonna be Allen's like last few tournaments with them. So I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of like told them like I might be busy all this stuff because I have a wedding coming up. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'll try my best.
Playing hard to get, man. Look at him.
Yeah. So like, like I want to be with them, like, I want to play all stuff, and like, that's what pushed us. And when we did it, I knew a lot of the guys, they were practicing and they're going, and like I'll squeeze in like a practice or so before we went. But like I knew if we do go to Wausau, like for some reason, like when we go out of state, like we play better. Like we put our team on the map. Like we execute as a team, and to be able to like just go there, and like I said, a lot of us, half of us were like kind of iffy. We weren't gonna go. We weren't, but like when we all finally went out as a team, everybody's okay. We're all going, and when we all kind of like, all right, we're going as a team now. I kind of feel like this is an opportunity that we could do something great. Like I said, there's probably like another big tournament for us, but like I said, at the end of the day, we're always there competing like for the top, and just to go there, like our mindset, everything. I said to go there, like to play for Allen's. This is like Allen's last tournament with us. Like we're gonna give it our all. 100%.
Can you elaborate on you saying that you believe that when you guys go out of state, you guys do better? Can you elaborate on that? Like why do you feel that way?
Because I feel like we have more purpose to play for somebody, or like I think when we're in town, like I said, we're more comfortable, like because we're in town with our loved ones, all that stuff. But like when we go out of state, like your family's not there, your loved one, like everybody's not really there with you. So when you go, you're representing them, your family, everybody behind you. So it's like you have like the whole, like your whole family, all your loved ones, and your state, or everybody's like behind you, like with a purpose. So you're going there with a purpose. So I think when we're in town, like we know that we're like the top dogs and stuff, but like we play, but at the end of the day, like we kind of still go through the motion, because win or lose, we're still gonna be like number 1 or 2. Like that's how I feel. But at the end of the day, like when we do go out of state, I feel like we do step up to that level, and we do step up to that challenge, and that's why I feel like going Wausau, like it's my first time ever playing in Wisconsin. I think a lot of us our first time. So the environment was hard, all stuff, but like at the end of the day, we dig deep, and we told everybody like we came here for a purpose, and we left like a lot of loved ones behind. That because usually when we come J4, like our wives, our kids, or everybody travel with us, right? Yeah. But this one is kind of like we're all going like by ourselves, right? Just as a team. So our wives, our kids, or everybody.
Just saying that you guys work better from like an underdog standpoint, correct?
Yeah, for sure. When I don't know, like I said, we're not like the tallest team. We're not the most gifted, athletic. Like we're not the most highest jumper team. But like at the end of the day, we do execute, and we know our purpose, and we give our body. We die for a ball. We do everything. We put everything on the floor, on the court, right? So that's how Titan volleyball is. At the end of the day, we live and die with our defense. So
yeah. Well, let's do this, man. Let's lead into the finals. Let's break it down, gentlemen. I noticed that you guys were a little tired. Did the Wisconsin weather have anything to do with that? I know that the jumps, the spike wasn't as high. It was just a lot of adjusting. I know that the weather had a thing to do with it too, because it was really the ground was pretty messed up. Obviously, it rained, right? And then the weather was kind of windy. Talk about that a little bit. Can we, let's have Tony talk about that, and then we'll jump in. Tony, what's up? I know Tony had no problem with that, man. That boy was jumping out of the gym.
Oh, hell no. From my view, I feel like I better get off the ground too. But honestly, like, I could tell Alan was he was having a lot of reps.
Yes,
so
I think Alan had a lot of weight on his shoulder where he was kind of. I don't know if this is a fair assessment or not, but Alan, you could probably speak to it. In my personal opinion, I think Alan was a little fatigued towards the finals. I don't know if that's fair or not. That's just how I saw it. So, Alan, is that fair?
No, that's fair. Yeah, that was fair.
Okay.
like the one thing was the reason why we're like at the end of the day. Well, at the end of the beginning of the finals or so, we didn't get anything to eat. Like the line was too long,
Everyone had to fight with a hot dog.
The line was crazy. Yes, it was crazy.
Lucky King got like, I don't know, like 9.
Yeah.
I think it was like 7, and then he's like, I'll take 9 of them, and then
About 12 hot dogs.
yeah, and then the people behind him was like, oh man, and then like, he did it for the team, and then and luckily, he brought some, and it was right before the finals, the semis.
It was right after finals, semis, right before semis.
It wasn't really right after semis. Cloud 9. It was literally like right before semis, basically against critical. And that's probably one of the reasons why we didn't have any fuel all day. Probably 8 in the morning. At the end of the day, at the end the afternoon to evenings, shoot.
We're hungry as fuck.
Yeah, we're like, shoot. Lights put on, our games are happening quick, and then it's like, oh snap! Let's just go play, and then let's drink water, I guess. And that's what we basically did. And that's probably why our performance wasn't at 90 or 100%.
Right.
Even though we were trying, but it was more like a roller coaster actually.
Yeah.
And we get the momentum, yes, it's gonna shoot high, but shoot, if we don't, woo, we're head on the ground. So.
To elaborate off of that, I'm a pretty big man myself.
Yeah.
I like to eat, After the South game, I thought to myself, God damn, I'm super hungry. I'm like, these guys are dead. And I was like, oh, so right when we got done, I tipped off straight to the booth. I said, all right, I'm gonna try some food. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. And yeah, so I got to this booth and there's no lines, and they're like, oh, we have 13, 14 hot dogs. I'm like, I'll take 12 of them. And there was a whole line behind me. I was like, I'm sorry guys, but we need this right now. We had one hot dog right before the whole day tournament, yeah. And that was
let's head in.
Oh, that pain. You could say it's due to weather too. It was cloudy. Yeah.
Okay.
Super sunny, and then it got hot, and then it got humid, and oh snap! You're hitting all at the same time, and the hunger too.
I think the only guys I noticed that was not tired was probably CU and Greg. That's it. That was.
Hot dog and lava. That's why.
Can you?
Let's do some just some comments and questions real quick.
All right, here, let me read through this. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Ethan Tatzler said that's my brother in the gray shirt. shout out.
Now he want to claim you.
Peter, I believe played with you guys, right?
Yeah.
He said what? He said what's up?
Does he always play with you guys, or is it just like last second thing?
He actually started playing ball with us, and then he betrayed us. Yeah, he betrayed us to go to Pine Valley.
Oh yeah. And then
it was because we had a little break. You know, we didn't think we were coming back. As start slowing down in life. So that's when he asked him. So that's when he wanted to go join them.
Yeah. But, well, whenever Peter's free, we usually ask him to come up and play with us. He's not playing.
Let me tell you guys this. When I think when I interviewed Alan and I asked him a question, and then he related back about his team having his back. Like, I don't know if you guys listened to it, but basically he's saying like he struggled a little bit, but he remembered that he has all these guys behind him, pulling him and helping him through. What do you guys think about that comment? See, what do you think about that? When Alan said, you know, personally, for me, in my opinion, I consider Alan the MVP. And then when I asked him that question, he basically said, you know, I struggle, but these guys behind me, I forget that they have my back, basically. Just to paraphrase, they have my back and they got me. See, what do you think about that comment that Alan made right there?
Like when after Cal's passing, you know, like he was the only one that that I could rely on, as in although I'm not good at setting, all those offset, he worked on it. He always said good set, you know, and I always think like, oh, it's not a good set, you know, but he works on it, and all those times like he became good at it, and growing up, he was the only guy I go to, you know, when we go out play 2-on-2, you know, 3-on-3, I always set him. He always come through, and I'm in a habit of just like setting him like bad good balls only, and so that's why throughout whole it was a long time that I just been setting him, always relying on him, you know, so he carries the weight on his shoulder for a long time. So until I realized Jackie, my girlfriend told me, her sister Edie told me, you know, both of them told me the same that you need to realize that it's not just Alan, it's your whole team. So that's when I realized I need the whole team to get going first, because I know Alan's gonna keep going. I know he's ready to go, you know, so I need to get the other guys going. So that's when I started saying, my boy Chiang, you know, a lot more. And he's been killing it. That's Tony, you know, Greg, everyone, Tommy, you know, so it's just you're not just letting the other team focus on Alan only. You gotta focus on all, you know. So that's how I'm trying to, you know, have Alan's back. Everyone's gotta have Alan's back. That's pretty much it.
And then I want to say,
Can I elaborate on that too?
Go ahead, Alan.
Well, one of the reasons why I play is because I know everyone struggles, right? Mm-hmm. Even the setter, no one really talks about that, you know, because they touch the ball almost every play, so it's mentally draining. So I'm like, hey, if it's a bad pass, you got me, right? I'm here for you. But at the same time, when I'm blocking, Steve is always like, hey, don't reach back for a tip, or just give him an angle. I'm like, okay, because I know you got me. And it works every time. And then when I get blocked, a lot of times, Shane is like, hey, guess what? You know, I'm here too. And then Shane steps up until I'm able to get it back up. And then when Shane's struggling, now I step back in. So it's always I got your back, you got my back. And you know, you saw it for a minute. I really needed their back, and they were able to say, hey, don't worry, we got it too, you know. And so yeah.
And they really came out big. Greg,
Yeah.
especially you really came out big. They came to you several times. You killed it. You did your thing. Talk about that. Just down the stretch, having to come out big in big game situation. What was your mindset?
I don't know. I always I play backside. I know everyone knows that, but I always think of myself as kind of like a utility guy.
Yes.
Like I know Alan's like our power, Ching's like our middle, you know, and we have people who. But for me, it's
like a safety, right?
I guess in a way.
Yeah,
I don't really know a lot of the terms, but
Mhm.
in a way, yeah. I feel like it's my job to kind of be as consistent as possible. I know that you know, if everyone's for whatever reason, if everyone's having like a bad time or a hard time, maybe you get blocked, you know, maybe the next guy gets blocked, you know, maybe I'm thinking, okay, maybe the ball's coming to me, then I at least need to like keep this thing alive, you know, otherwise momentum's gonna die. That's kind of how I see it. So I kind of focus myself on try to be as consistent as possible with, you know, keeping it alive. Also doing what I can when I'm not the biggest hitter and I'm definitely not the highest jumper. So I know that I got to find other ways around these guys. You know, when people block, I have to use other people's, I guess like myself, I have to use their lack of training. You know, if they don't know how to block properly, I got to, you know, we can expose that and find a way around or, you know, through or tool or something, some way to keep the ball alive for my team, you know, so then we can get back on track. Like what Alan said, we got to have each other's backs. So for me, I think of it like a tether. I've always thought of it like this for whatever reason. Like all of us are tethered together. And when someone's falling, the rest of us need to kind of like hold that guy up on our end, you know? So that's kind of how I look at myself.
You definitely did that. Nice. And then Jeremiah, obviously your defense came out big towards the end against especially your rival, Critical. Dude, like do you know them? Like you read them, you know them? What's going on, man? What's going on? And like
I think all the Fresno guys.
Yeah.
All the Fresno guys, well the two teams that went up there and placed, we play against them a lot. Yeah. So then it's just like, you know, unfortunately for us in game, you know, you guys might have felt it on the sidelines too, where it was, man, with these guys play, it's freaking boring watching them play, because it was like it felt like another day at the park. And then we just know how each other plays, so the stuff that they're able to, you know, kind of dig up on their end, where they know where Alan's doing, they know what Tony's doing.
Yeah,
we kind of do the same thing, except we just executed it a little better. Obviously, you know, with them, they're Critical. They weren't really at full strength as well. They didn't have all their players, but then again, you know, you got to play what you got, and you got to read what you got, what you can. For everyone that plays defense, you got to trust yourself, trust your instincts, and then just go for it. Any hesitation, that ball moves too fast, you're gonna miss it. Just trust yourself.
Man, you guys did a hell of a job on defense. Go ahead, Payne. Why don't we move to either the comments or the questions?
Can you guys talk about the adjustments that you guys made throughout, you know, whether it be, you know, lineup changes, you know, just adjusting to the weather? I think that's pretty underrated. What you guys did. I know it was like just very little stuff, but I think it made the difference.
I think so too.
Yeah, and can you guys talk about, you know, the adjustments that you guys made and
I also noted at one point that Alan started following Fastlayer, right? Like you started shadowing him a little bit. Is that a true assessment? Because I know that when we talked to Phantom, they noticed that too.
Yeah, it's just because we think as like Alan as a bigger blocker, as a better blocker, you know. So that's when Dossler was killing us, you know. So wherever he goes, we want Alan to go there. And even with Cloud9, we played against Cloud9. Cool, the lefty. The lefty, Andrew. That was, like he was blocking him. So Cool credited Cool.
Bye.
They went out.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Show's over, Greg.
But they'll come back.
Hugh, can you talk a little bit about the adjustments that you guys made, just not in terms of the finals, but just in general, like throughout, with weather-wise and all that?
All right, so with the adjustment we made, when we really went into the tournament, we never really thought of what our lineup is, because we never really practiced that. So we're just kind of, okay, me, Alan, we're hitting outside, we're opposite. Greg, Tony hitting oppo, they're opposite. We just kind of play like that until we kind of see our matchup, I think that's when we play KO in our first matchup and we play. And that's when we realized that, okay, we need to switch it up, because going to tournaments, we never really thought lineup, we know lineup matters, but going to that tournament, we just kind of play our position. Right, so we didn't really study other teams, all the stuff, and when that happened, that kind of opened our eyes and opened our point of view, hey, we need to do the adjustment. And with us, all of us, we're really comfortable with moving different spot, and we're okay with it. Just us personally, we practice hitting different positions, playing off, playing outside, all stuff. So at the end of the day, it's if we have to do these kind of switch and game situation, we're not gonna take a really big hit on us. We're still be able to execute as the highest level. That's why at the end of the day, I always tell guys, I'm a coach too, but I always tell kids, always practice playing different position, because at the end of the day, you never know what you have to do to adjust to it. Because that's what's gonna help you win games and stuff. So after our first game against KO, it kind of opened our eyes and everything, okay, this is what we do. And it's we could always switch, I can hit backside, Alan can hit backside, Tony go outside, we're comfortable moving multiple places. We look at our matchup, okay, who's a bigger block, who's a smaller block, all stuff. And if you guys really watch the games against Cloud9, Phantom, Greg, all stuff, we did move a lot. I'll hit outside when we're receiving, or if we're block backside, it's kind of it's really hard to kind of tell and explain everybody, but that's kind of our game plan.
Well, it says a lot. It says a lot about you guys, though. It's because you guys are so you guys are so well schooled that you guys are comfortable in any situation. You know what I mean? And when you guys came with that, I think it threw a lot of teams off. Especially in terms of like you said, Hugh, in terms of blocking, right? The biggest blocker, you would just throw, or the biggest hitter, you would just throw your biggest blocker and match up with him, regardless if he hits even outside or hits right side or whatever. You guys just matched up per that matchup. You know what I mean? And I think that says a lot about you guys. It says, that you guys are all team players. You guys are willing to do whatever to win, and that says a lot, definitely.
Yeah, I just want to give a little shout out to Koo during Cloud9 too, where he was kind of insinuating, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Why don't you do this? Why do you guys have Alan blocking this way? They only got one here on this side. Go that way."
Yeah.
And we were thinking about it, but yeah, you know what? And then we just didn't make the jump. And Koo's just do it. And then we did it. And then I think that's why we had a little run going.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Koo a little bit too.
Can you guys talk about that a little bit? Greg, can you elaborate a little bit about that matchup with Cloud9? They gave you guys a lot of problems. What did they do that was working against you guys?
Yeah, Cloud9 really pushed you guys to the brink. Literally, you guys won in third game by 2 points. You guys played for almost it's more than an hour. What was it that Cloud9 was doing that was giving you guys issue? Was it just because you guys knew each other so well, or what were they doing specifically, Greg?
It might have been. We do know a lot of people on that team, but that team comes with a lot. They have offense and they have defense. They have veterans leading their team. You know, TK. They have power hitters. They have new.
There's a few guys that play with up on that team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ricky, Sai, and all them. So
Yeah.
and then they have their new talent that they're training too. So when you got a hungry new talent, coming over here, you have a veteran leading him, and then someone like Ricky on the outside or whoever they have, they can pretty much match up with us pretty well. They have Joshua in the back. The guy's a beast of the barrel, so that's it. Really was just about who could outplay each other first. We came out on top, but it was rough. It wasn't like it was they're not just some nobody team.
It was like a back alley fight, man. It was just like whoever's gonna fall first. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Like you guys was like exchanging blows for blows. Like TK, TK was balling out. Shout out to TK, he was balling out. All the other hitters, they were balling out, and it really pushed you guys to the brink.
Yeah,
Jeremiah, can you speak on that a little bit? Like especially from a defensive end, like a defensive view, right? Like what did you feel like you could take advantage of and gain kind of that edge?
Well, I think little adjustment we made. I had I know he was playing the left side a little bit, and then I was like, let me take that left side because Josh is always hits that left side. Let me just take all that away. So that's when I'm only in half the time. So if I can take that away half the time, because when I go in, that means Alan's front row. With Alan's front row, as long as they get a couple digs, get a few sets, get a run going a little bit, just playing my part in that end. They got some big hitters on that side too, so we had to watch that. But our serving game kind of helped out a little bit, kind of guiding the ball towards a certain side, pushing a certain way, so we know the ball doesn't come back the other way. It all started like right in the beginning of the serve, so that sets up our defense in the beginning, and then we'll set up our blocks and whatnot. Shane controls the blocks up front when he's up there. So does Alan and Peter and them. And I think our defense just won out a little bit on that end of it. There's little tiny mistakes that they made that if they didn't make those mistakes, we would be you guys would be probably having like Cloud 9 on right now instead. It was tiny little mistakes. It was neck and neck. So
that's what I was saying, man. Like it was just like a play here and there. It could have been Cloud 9 in the semis playing instead of you guys. So I mean, it was just all faith, and that's why it made, like, for me, going behind the scenes just made your guys' prayers. It means so much to me. I don't know the audience, they know the background behind it, but I was there. I saw you guys do your thing. I saw the game. I saw the whole thing take fruition, and I was like, man, these guys pulled through. Their words are so deep right now. So,
it was a good game. I think not a lot of people may know this, but one of our uncles, Ben Shaw, had just passed away recently, just before this tournament. So then I think we just I think it gave us if we didn't have enough to play for before, that kind of pushed us a little more over the edge of like, you know what, this crap it's nothing. We're just gonna keep going.
Right.
So in that game, we're like, these little mistakes, we're just gonna keep rolling. So this Cloud 9, I think we just had that mindset of like, next play, it's all right, good kill, next play. We never really got phased during that where everyone's ooh and oh, and Alan or Andrew on Cloud 9 gets a kill, and we're just next play. It is what it is. Stay level-headed, and because we know there's a bigger purpose, so just stay level-headed, handle our business, and then maybe we might have just eked it out that way against Cloud 9.
Yeah,
and then Hugh, would you say this is one of the biggest win in Titans history? Would you say that, or was there other wins that surpassed it? Would you say this is one of the bigger victories?
Well, for me, like, I know they won first before I joined. I joined kind of late. Yes, definitely it is because when we
does it rank up there with like the rest of the victories?
Yeah, because every time like we came J4 all stuff, like we fell short and we always want third and all stuff, but like there's tournaments that we do win, but it's like small tournaments, like first place and all stuff, but like it's not really big, but this definitely is one, like ever since I've been playing with them, like one of the top that winning first and everything, like is it matters to us a lot, like especially going out of state and winning over there in Wisconsin, being the first team.
Boy, you see you guys.
Yeah, so it means a lot to all of us. And like I said, I played with them for like 7 years or so now. And it's like, just to finally win first, like in a big tournament. Because before I even joined them, they always talk about, they're already like top dogs. And like, they're like, hey, you can help us, you can help us be better, And when I first joined them, I'm like, I don't think I'm compared to you guys level, but joining them, like, I actually got better and delivered my skill and everything, and and finally just to finally be able to win first place and celebrate with them, like it's an honor, right? So for sure this one is one that I'll keep, and like for all of us to celebrate about. Like, well, we're gonna celebrate later on tonight and stuff too.
Oh snap. That was my next question. You guys earned the winnings. You all came home. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, obviously California took first, second, and third. Okay, and you guys celebrate. Look, let me tell you the story. You guys won first, second, and third, and we were walking home. And you know how when you walk and then you gotta walk in the road and stuff. And we were walking in the road, and we can hear you guys screaming and celebrating.
I was back.
What was going through your guys' head, dude? It was just like, man, these guys are like stomping on the ground right here. What's up? Were you guys just happy, or were you guys trying to make that?
Well, you're echoing. I think they're playing you. You're echoing a little bit. So
I think they're playing it on their TV.
Yeah,
they gotta shut off whatever. Well, like we were walking home. We were walking on the road back to wherever we parked. I could literally hear you guys like celebrate. Tell us a little bit about that. I think it was all three teams.
Oh. So with us, when that happened, after we won,
Hold on, give it a sec. Hey boys, I think you guys gotta shut off your TV, whatever.
Yeah, Ching,
okay.
Fix it,
All
bro.
right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, with us all like winning, because like we all played together, growing up playing together. Just to see this young team and like everything, like we go up there, we're all like kind of like a family, So it's like us against everybody else there, but like just to have Fresno win all together, and like one of my team, like Ching said, right, probably he said like one of the best moments, like when we all just came together and we just celebrate, even though like some of them got second and third, we all still celebrate as like we're all champions, just yelling Fresno and everything, just to represent the city and where we come from. I think it's like a blessing, and just to show like our talent and stuff, we do so much. Like at the end of the day, like we're all there for one another. Of course we're gonna compete, and that's how we're gonna get better, right? So just to have all of us there, just cheering and celebrating together, win or losses, at the end of the day, if we lose and we're out of the tournament and we have a Fresno team there, we're gonna cheer them on, because at the end of the day, I know they're gonna do the same thing for us. Like it's just like sportsmanship for us. So when that happened, just to have all three of us placed, like, then that's crazy, and like it's a miracle, like we will never. I don't know if we ever see that again, but like we're just living the moment and just celebrating as a brotherhood and teammates, and like we all grew up with each other, and we know what the work we do and all the sacrifice we put into just to be in that moment. It's like really amazing, for all of us. And we cherish every moment and all this stuff. So
well, there goes the explanation to all of our Midwest viewers. They were just literally living in the moment. Like I could understand the victory, because as far as you guys came, and to have all three team placed, it's an accomplishment within itself. So
yeah, that's pretty unprecedented. You know what I mean? But can you guys talk a little bit about Phantom, and I know Will said when they were playing Hidden Leaf, they had game point or something like that, and I think both Critical and you guys stopped to watch kind of the last minutes of that game. Greg, can you talk a little bit about that? What went behind that? And
I just thought it was like really wholesome of them to do that, to stop and watch the younger guys like try to close off the game. They literally just stopped whatever they were doing. So, go ahead, Greg.
Actually, I'd very much like to pass the question to Chiyang.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
What minute?
Yang, he passes to you.
Okay, to me. Alright, so
Well, whose idea was that?
the truth to that is we were actually stalling because Alan needed tape.
Oh, strategy.
So, but then again, you know,
We gave you guys too much credit for that.
No, it's also because it was hella intense.
Yeah.
So we want to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But truthfully,
but more so is because go ahead.
yeah. So part of it, you know, one, Alan, two, we really did want to support the guys. You know, they came far too, and they really bust their balls off for that, you know, for that win. You know, and who to better support than us, you know, because like what he was saying earlier, we went up there, we don't have supporters, we don't have family, we don't have you know, our wives and girlfriends to come and support us, so all we got is ourselves. But that also goes on to, well, we'll always support a Fresno team, we'll always support our hometown, you know. So, you know, that was just the perfect opportunity. You know, I was like, oh, I need to, okay, go, you know, take your time, you know, because we want to watch these guys play, because, you know, they did great, you know, they to the point where we actually had to call timeout just to finish watching them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's part of our job as, you know, the older guys to kind of like lead them and show them, hey, you know, there's always that time to support your guys. You know, never forget that you guys are here together, even though you guys are playing different teams. You guys are still representing one hometown.
How does that feel? And Tony, if you can answer this, how does it feel? Like you guys were once that young team, right? That young team that was coming up, you know, to kind of demolish all the veteran teams. How does that feel to watch them come up like that, and knowing that might be that team that might take you guys off that pedestal that you guys are on right now?
Dude, I'll be mad we lose to them because
You probably beat them all the time at the park, right?
yeah, I'll be mad we lose to them because like I understand they did great, but then they're still young, you know. Let the older guys win too, you know. but yeah, I think honestly, in the finals against them, it is more towards the experience. From yeah, it's more towards the experience that we got the better side. It all matters about during that time of the day. You gotta see which court is better, or what side of the is the sun gonna shine in your eye while you're playing. And you gotta think of third game. If we go third game, we gotta switch side, you know, and then we gotta choose the better side at the third game, the half of the last of the third game, you know.
No, and also because we're hoping that they'll cramp. It's like two good ass teams, and we're like hoping they cramp. It's so young.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, hey, see you. Let me ask you this, man. I know we had your brother on, and basically, I think you compliment him on one of the comments, and he was like so surprised that you compliment him. Like, what goes on behind you and Jesus, man? Like, what's up? Can you give Jesus some love, bro? Like, seriously, man. We basically asked him, "Have you ever said it?" Like, no. Like, is this new to you? Yeah. Have you ever said any of this stuff? No.
feel weird. He felt weird, man.
So how our family grew up is we like to pick on each other, you know, like we're always like bragging, like who's better, you know. So we always like to mess with each other, like mess with, you know, like so. Whenever so my other younger brother, his name is Yingchi. So I always beat him, right? I always mess with him, and so now like he's out of the picture now. My younger brother, my younger brother, like he has potential, you know, like to be good, you know. So I'm like, okay, all right, let's see who's better, you know. But I want to prove to him that, like, you know, like I still got it. I'm still better, you know. But you know, all due respect, you know, like I do honestly think he's better than me. Like during his age right now, like he still have a lot of potential. So I just like to mess around with him, like just to you know, just to mess around with him, you know, oh yeah.
Well, let me tell you this: I never seen you play live before. I always seen you on videos and stuff, but just you playing live, you are an amazing player, man. I don't know if you probably get credit for it, but I don't know if you do or not, but I'm giving you a lot of credit for it. You are an amazing player.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that goes with, you know, all you guys, you know. I mean, because I remember, you know, I remember you guys struggling a little bit, and Greg just came in, and he was, man, just that energy and that defense, and he was just going off, and he was just kind of carrying the team. And then, you know, he would have a few blocks here and there, a few hits here and there, and then Jeremiah would have a few digs here and there. I mean, it like it's it's totally like a team effort, and that's why I love watching you guys play. You guys, I think you guys kind of thrive on relying with each other, you know, right? Like you guys kind of expect each other to pick each other up, and that's why I feel that's why I feel like you guys are never under pressure, because you guys feel like, you know, my brother's gonna be there. You know what I mean?
You know what, Payne? I gotta agree with you on that assessment, man. I think I think you guys have that camaraderie with each other where you guys enjoy each other's company. You guys, it's more than just volleyball. It's just so happened that volleyball is something that you guys have in common, but it's so more than volleyball. I believe that if it wasn't for volleyball, you guys would still be brothers anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is so much deeper than that. So for all the young folks who are listening or watching, I think these gentlemen right here, Team Titan, it's more than just volleyball. It's like it's a camaraderie. It's like a brotherhood. Like it doesn't matter. It could be like them playing baseball or badminton or tennis or whatever. These guys would still get together and, you know, do their thing. So much love for that.
Yeah, just to add,
go ahead.
Just want to add to that too. I think for us, we kind of want our teammates, all of us. I say it's a fair assessment to say for all of us, we want the person next to us to succeed more than ourselves. So I think we're not selfish in that aspect where we can thrive like that. Because, you know, if Tony gets a kill, Alan's not like, oh man, that should have been mine. Alan's like, yeah, good kill, Tony, and then we keep rolling. Or if Hugh gets a dig, I'm like, yeah, good dig, Hugh, and then we'll just keep going. Or see who gets a pancake or something. We thrive off each other in that aspect of wanting each other to succeed.
Yeah.
I gotta be on you guys' team because I want you guys all to want me to have all the success. I want all the stats, all the kills, all the.
I know you guys been in school when you get stuck with a bunch of like good ass nerds. You be like, oh snap, I'm gonna get an A for this project. Like, okay, I'm just gonna play my role. They gonna do their part. I'm just gonna play my role. That's how it is. But Alan, you've been quiet, humble superstar, man. I call you the MVP because you were so consistent. You were somebody that you're somebody that Titan leaned on. how do you accept that role? I don't know if you truly accept it. I don't know if you even notice it, but how do you accept that role when these guys lean on your leadership, man?
Well, honestly, it falls back to how I told you guys I wouldn't be the player I am without this team. And that role, I sort of didn't pick it, right? It's just so happened to be like that, right? Because hey, we know who's hot, we know who's not, and we know what needs to be done at that moment. So for me, like I said, I never consider myself the MVP. I never consider myself like the leader, but it's more like, hey, I will execute for you and you and you and you. I will. Use me as you will, because I'm not gonna let you down. And whenever, like, let's say if I get blocked, I hit out, I just let them down, and I let myself down too. So it just added on that, okay, like, I just can't look at my teammates after we lose. I'm just like, I'm, even if I get like 20 sets and the game point ball, that's the one I mess up on, I don't want to look at my teammates because I've let them down already, It's not like, man, you guys didn't even back me up. Like, no, it's more like, no, you guys trusted me at that moment, and like I said, I didn't choose that role, but it just so happened to be it, and I was able to just answer back,
Yeah, that definitely. You do.
Alan?
I think sometimes like the reluctant leader is the best leader. You know what I mean? And I think Alan kind of plays into that role. He's kind of the reluctant leader. I think it's consensus that they want him to lead, but he really doesn't want to. He really wants to give all the credit to everybody else, and I think that kind of inspires everybody. You know what I mean? It kind of inspires everybody. It feels like everybody is part of the team, and they have a major part of it, and that says a lot about all you guys. Your character, your personality, and everything. Yeah.
So humble, man. Hugh, I know that down the stretch, you were struggling a little bit. What's going through your head, man? What was going on? Was it fatigue? What was going on? I know that you were struggling with some of the sets. Was it the sets? Was it the weather? What was going on, man?
For me, it was the weather, and like if you guys didn't know, I sprained my ankle.
Oh, we didn't know that.
On the second match, I slip over. I took an approach and I kind of cross over. Thankfully, the other team caught me, but I still kind of landed wrong.
What game was that?
Our second game after KO. So after the thunderstorm, and so I did kind of tweak my ankle, but I feel after that I wasn't the same. And then if you guys don't notice, this is my first time actually hitting a big tournament, because for Titans, I always been a defensive specialist. Yeah. So I do hit when we need hitters, but like I said, we didn't come with our full team all stuff too. So I'm I'm always a role player, right? So if I need to hit, I'll hit. But my main role on Titans is defensive specialist. But after a while, like I said, I practice hitting middle, outside, elbow, all stuff. I'm a consistent player. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be the player that's gonna wow you, right? I'm not gonna be the one who put ball straight and all that stuff, but I'm gonna be a team player that I'm not gonna cause us to lose point. I'll keep the ball in, I'll be consistent and help us. And like I said, at the end of the day, we're gonna go through that. After when I tweaked my ankle, it just never felt the same. I knew I could jump higher, all that stuff, but it just kind of messed with my mind. And then I kind of knew going through the tournament, I was kind of
I kind of noticed that too. It seems like you weren't doing what you were capable. You were kind of gingerly moving. Now, let me ask you this: what have this experience taught you for the next go around? Like you said that you weren't expecting to jump into this role. Obviously, you had a very big role because you were you were playing the whole full rotation. What have this experience taught you?
Well, it taught me at the end of the day, I can't give up on them, because I will still have to play and go through with it. But But like for me, I just had to play smarter. I think that when I was playing, when I was going through it, like I feel like because nobody really know who I am, so I kind of felt like, oh, I wanted my name to be known. Like I wasn't playing the ball game how I used to play. Like if I do play back here in Fresno, a lot of people who know me, I'm a smart hitter. Like I roll shot, I tip, I play to score. But that tournament, I think I was kind of off because I was kind of like, you know, it was my first time hitting in a big tournament, all stuff. Like I wanted to wow people. But at the end of the day, like I kind of pushed back to him, like, you know, I'm not that type of player. So that's what kind of reflect back to me. And I'm like, I have to go back and play my own game, my own style, and my volleyball. So I think, you know, like I said, that's what kind of like messed with me. And, you know, I'll reflect on that. And like I said, I'll come back. If I do get a hit again, I'll hit. Like I said, every time I get opportunity to hit on Titan, it's a blessing for me. So
yeah.
I noticed Greg and Chiang, man, you two came up so big, hit after hit. I know that CU kept on coming back to you guys. Like no matter like if you guys got a block, whatever. I know Greg came out with so many side outs. Greg, man, so underrated. Like you said, like a freaking Swiss Army Swiss knife where you could like basically do everything, hit it from anywhere. Greg,
That was cool.
tell us a little bit about that, man. Like, dude, what are you doing out there, man? You're so effective, bro. What is your role? What is the team expecting for you, man? Like, it's so effective, whatever you were doing out there. It's like whenever they said it to you, you were either killing it, putting it away, or, you know, if it's a bad set, you put it in play. And, dude, tell us, man.
Dang, I don't know. That's hard.
Just balling,
like I said, for me, I try my best to be as consistent as possible. I've always tried, but in turn, that kind of hinders me a little bit too, because me not being willing to take in some of those bigger risks sometimes, not putting more power in, or not, you know, I get comfortable hitting a certain way, and then every once in a while, it kind of messes with me. I gotta learn something new. So I take kind of pride in taking a little bit from everyone, the people that, you know, especially back home. Back home, we have a lot of support here, and everyone's always giving us tips, hints. You know, I look up to a lot of the people here, like especially I'm a lefty. I love freaking lefties, man. So I look up to like La, you know, like La. Watching him play since I was younger, like before I even expected to play volleyball, I don't even know who this guy is, but he's a lefty, and I was left-handed, so I was like, dang, this guy's cool. And you know, watching them play, and then getting the courage to ask somebody, hey, like, what do I need to do, right? Like, what can I do to be better, be more effective? I want to be effective. I don't care about being the strongest, quickest, you know, jump highest, but I want to be effective. And you know, well, I've been pretty blessed over the years to play with setters who work with me, like they, you know, they know how to utilize you better. Like our second setter, who's not on the camera right now, but Kevin. I've been playing with
him. What's up, Kevin? Gotta get Kevin a shout out, man. That boy was balling out too.
Kevin Vu, right?
Yeah, Kevin Vu. So he's our other setter, and I've been playing with him pretty much since I started. And he's been very patient with me over the years, set after set. Like, just I want to keep hitting, and I want to keep learning. So so he's kind of learned how to use me, I guess at the right time and during the game. Like, well, and see you the same way, you know, when I first started.
It was so effective, Greg. It was just like, he said to you when it was time. He didn't say you when it was time. I think Kevin and when you guys played 6-2, it was Kevin who was setting to you, right? Or was it CU?
I think it was mostly Kevin, but CU was
mostly Kevin. That's how you guys set it up.
I think that's just how it felt.
CU, is that just like connection wise, or is that like planned that way?
It was just natural. We're trying to line up our lineup how the other team is. So it's just all about lineup. So like I'll set Greg for one set, and then Kevin will be setting Greg for like 2 sets.
Okay. Well, I gotta say this, man. I know this dude been quiet and stuff, but Tony, what's up, bro? So underrated, man. You are so underrated as a player, dude. I don't think you get enough props for some of the greats out there. I think you and Allen make like a great duo, man. Alan and Tony, man. How do you guys feel about just running a team, dude? Like Titan, man, for the future, man. Tony, do you feel like you're underrated? I mean, I think Payne could echo me as well too. We think you're truly underrated.
Well, yeah, you can say I'm underrated. Like I don't want to be. Well, you can say I don't like really throw myself out there. I don't like talk about myself out there, you know. But it's just within our own group that I'll be talking shit to. Especially this guy right here. Me and him, we always look back at each other, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we all talking shit back to each other, but we understand each other. I understand everybody else. Like me and Alan, if Alan wasn't there, you know, I know my role. I have to pick up for the slacks, you know. And that is kind of how it is. And you know, if Alan's down, Alan's not playing that good, you know, I gotta pick up my slack, or I gotta pick up his slack. And or if it's like vice versa. I'm not doing so good, he's gonna come up and you know, he's always gonna be ready to take, you know, carry the team. And I think of myself as just a pillar to Alan, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm just, if Alan's on top, you know, everybody on the team is just like a pillar for Alan.
Okay.
To help out Alan. Like just like what Alan's like what everybody says, like we're just here to back up Alan.
I think Payne said this one time or a couple, I don't know who said it, but like basically you're like a higher assassin. You know what I mean? Like they told me to come and do a job, I'm gonna like kill you. Like,
I don't know about that,
but basically it's like a metaphor, like, you know, I'm here to do a job and I'm gonna get it done.
That's pretty much basically my role.
It just every point ball, you know, we go to Tony, you know, and you know, it's pretty down.
Yeah, you say like like what you said, like sometimes. Well, it's gonna like hit miss sometimes too, because I'm not guaranteed that I'm gonna get the kill next, but it's in my head too. Like okay, you know, I gotta do it. Okay, I gotta do it. You know,
it's very underrated for a team, you know, to have a player like Alan. It's very underrated to have another guy that can put the ball away.
Yeah.
And I think Tony fits right in that role.
Exactly.
Wait,
let me ask.
I don't personally think Tony's underrated. I just think he's, you know, he
overlooked.
Yeah, I think Alan shines too bright.
No,
Alan, what the hell is your problem?
I think
he does shine pretty bright.
I think Tony. I think Alan has a unique swing. That's why everybody kind of favors Alan. But I think Tony.
Look at Alan in the background just chilling, listening to this.
But I think Tony's swing is if not as elusive as Alan. You know what I mean? Because if you just watch that tournament and I mean I'll go back to you guys' younger age. You know what I mean? Like Tony was hitting, you know, right side, middle, everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it did not matter. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. I don't like. For me, I don't think he's underrated. Okay. I think he's one of the top players, right along with Alan. And shit, that's a good thing to have, man. To be honest, you know what I mean? Like, golly.
But you know what? You know, I said this. You know what impressed me about Alan is that, like, his swing is obviously it's a great swing, but as being a top player, I don't think Alan considered himself a top player because he's so humble. But just Alan, just his mentality. Every time I see him play, when I saw him play during the tournament, like he wouldn't make a mistake, but it was always like, next play, okay, I'm done with this. I'm rolling on to the next play. That's what makes him so great. It never hinders on him. Yeah, Alan, can you speak a little bit about that? Is it like how did you get so mentally strong like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was back in 2000. What 2000? It was like right after high school. We went to Chico, and then we had 5 guys, and then I see who was setting me, and then I hit the game point ball out. Like I said, like I had it was a good game for me, but then the game point ball I hit it out, and we lost. I was like so mad, and then like it brought me down for a couple of weeks, right? It made me think a lot, and then as we kept progressing as a team, it's we always had that saying that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And it's always that bounce back game that was always my mentality. And I'm not sure if you guys knew, but man, our very first game at Wausau, it was so bad. Like we were but then we're just like, okay, this guy right here was like, all right, we got to sit down and talk about right now. We could have a bad tournament right now, or we could pick ourselves back up and freaking show them what we got. And
who do you guys play?
We played KO. We lost to KO.
Yeah.
Did you freeze?
Did Will freeze?
I think so.
That may be a good thing because he's a little.
I thought he was just thinking right now.
No, I definitely like I see in terms of you guys' team, like I see you guys like I grew up on it, right? I grew up in the 90s. Like we grew up in Chicago. I see you guys as the Bulls. I see you guys.
Okay, let me finish this sentence. Well, let me ask you this: who did you guys play that you guys struggle so much against? And okay. All right, we're back. Man, we're a bunch of rookies. We're like 30 episodes in. We're still trying to like work out the kinks.
Yeah, so what?
Well, let's do this. Let's go to the board right here. What all of our viewers are asking. Let's get them involved, and let's go from there, and then we'll continue with our some.
Yeah, let me get let's see. Let's see. You guys got a lot of fans here. Holy shit, man!
Exactly.
Sean wants a bear tag.
Here's Peter.
Peter wants in, but he doesn't want to go live. Apparently, Danny Moore said, "Are you guys Bloods or Crips?"
Neither.
Tupao says, "Nice shirt, Peng." Oh, yeah. Hey. Shout out to Tupao. He's a pretty elite level disc golfer. I'm wearing his shirt here.
Read my comment.
Ask Alan what type of music does he listen to?
Alan, what's the pregame music, man? Well, let's ask all the guys. Hey, guys.
Yeah, pregame.
What are all your pregame music that you guys listen to get you guys hyped up? It could be Hmong or whatever.
Hey, mine's BTS.
She used BTS. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, usually before
I think Rob said that Alan looks like he listens to country music. Hey, I don't know. Country music.
On my downtime. No, but usually the day of the tournament, it will always be motivational videos, right? So it's like the newest one that came out, and I'm watching it. But then right before games, it's like that song that was used in the video, that how legends are made. Yeah, so that sort of just gets me going. Like, okay, like it just reminds me, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do,
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you a follow-up question after everyone shares their music about your guys' regimented training. Let's go with music. What's up? What's up, boys? Alex shared his.
I listened to a lot of Eminem and Jordan Lucas.
Oh, I love that.
Before the
I
game.
love that. Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
What's up, Greg? What are you listening to?
I guess it would be hip hop too. I don't really listen to music on game day. I'm too busy. I'm trying to I'm trying to pack all the chairs and get the jerseys ready. I'm not got time for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hugh, what are you listening to, man? To get you pumped up, going, or work out? Whatever. Work out. Why?
I don't really listen to music, but like I said, I remember my first J4 experience when I went there. Alan was like thumping like music like there in the morning. Stretching, all stuff.
Alan the DJ, told you.
I remember it was we woke up and we were like stretching and we were like, all stuff for our J4 tournament, but it's Fallout Boys. And I was still remember,
Fallout Boys, yeah.
Yeah, Fallout Boys. That I know them for sure for the band and all stuff, but they have a lot of good music that hype you guys up. So
Fallout Boys are really hyped.
Yeah. So
all right. Gentlemen, see you. What's up, man? What are you listening to?
Oh, I just told you, BTS.
BTS? I thought you were messing around. Are you serious?
No, he's serious.
Okay.
He's serious.
Which I
Hey, he wasn't lying.
Everything.
Okay.
What about Tony and Chaji?
That Friday before we played at the tournament, kid you not, Sia was bumping BTS till 4 in the morning.
Okay.
All good, man. Hey,
BTS
nothing wrong with
I
that.
like BTS.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Tony and the GA.
I kind of follow on Alan's Steve. Like, I like to try to pump myself up. Get my mindset right, and instead, I'm here, for business. I'm here to do what I got to do, take care of what I got to do. So it's usually just pump up songs, hip hop, whatever Alan listens to, or second day. It's probably like 6:30 in the morning. I'm waking up and all I hear is Alan freaking blasting music. I'm like, dude, like 6:30.
Alan's fucking hyped up, right?
He was hyped. So I like to follow Alan a lot. So that's pretty much what I listen to.
All right, and then Tony, what's up?
Well, for me, it's more like mainly the same thing as everybody else, but like some EDC song too, trance song, just to like get it going,
Single, ready to mingle, girl.
Oh, hey man, this is not Tinder, man. Stop it.
Ready to mingle, guys.
All right, hey, new business thing, man. We're gonna hook up all these dudes too, or gals.
That's what I listen to. Other than that, it's like long songs too, like just chill time, or like drive, like going to work, or just stuff like that. But like other than that, like as in like pre-game songs, I don't really listen to anything much, but just mainly talking to myself, or just telling me what I should do, what I should not do. And just say like Gene said, keep in mind, just try and keep my mind right. That's all. So pretty much it. Oh, and sorry guys, but I gotta leave for work. I'm sorry I can't be here for the whole time, but like but it's nice to be here on CrossCourt Conversations, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
Tony, thank you. We look forward to watching more of you playing, man. Thank you for joining us.
I'm hoping to see you guys too. Hoping to see you guys come in Fresno if you guys can. But like
definitely,
or if we ever come back out,
Tony said you're in Fresno, he'll buy you a beer.
All right, guys.
Hey,
take care,
Bye,
Tony.
All right, stay safe. Stay safe, Tony.
Chug a beer first.
All right,
So,
let's go. Let's go with a couple of the questions right here, right? Let's go. A lot of shout outs. Obviously, you guys have a lot of fans. Michael, I don't know if you guys know Michael Vang.
Hey, sorry guys. Shout out to Debt President for Gail.
There you go.
What's up,
There you
Debt
go.
President? No, Gail's up there now, right? She's up there wherever you guys. Yeah. Shout out. Respect from Rob, who's obviously one of the Midwest's most outspoken
He's
viewers and
the
fans.
greatest good player you guys will ever know. Okay.
Rob's giving you guys a lot of props. Here's Sean. Sean said obviously he's probably speaking about Kyle. He said he was an inspiration to PT as well, to primetime as well, to gone too soon. Okay. So obviously a legend lives on. Rob said obviously Rob made a comment about Alan listening to country music. Rob says stop your bro. What the Rob says stop your bro. I'm trying to talk too much. Okay, Rob.
Sean's got a pretty good question here. He wants to ask you guys, when did you guys know that you guys like kind of went over that hump? Like when you guys like finally arrived, was there like a specific tournament or a specific team that you guys beat, or he just wants to know like when you guys knew you guys overcame that hump and went to that next level and became that contender?
Yeah, I have a distinctive one. So there was a tournament, but this is probably 2011, because we weren't 2011, 2012. We were traveling to Yuba City. They have a New Year's tournament there, and this one was pretty distinctive to me because this is the one where Alan couldn't go for specific reasons, and so we went up literally with 6 guys, no subs, nothing like that, 6 guys, and at the time we were losing a lot of tournaments, to up and down north and south of California. We were losing every tournament. Sometimes we didn't even place and stuff like that. So what really I think hurted us, but also pushed us to that next level was we had a lot of doubters, a lot of people who were unhappy with our performance. They're like, you shouldn't even go because you're just wasting your time, your money, and you guys are not be good. Every time you guys go, you just don't do good. So don't even waste your time and go. So what we had went up with that mentality, and we had told ourselves, you know what? Let's prove these people wrong. So the first day we went, and we had played 6 guys. We went undefeated the whole day. The second day, thankfully, things had worked out. Alan had came. So the second day, Alan came, and sure enough, we took first in that tournament. And I think that was when the ball started rolling. Because that was the moment we're like, we did it, guys. We actually placed first. And that same year, we went to Sacramento. I think we took Sacramento. We took Stockton.
Top seed in Fresno.
We took top seed in Fresno. We were actually fortunate enough to play primetime for top seed, and we had beat them, but time ran out and we couldn't play on. So we took top seed, but we never really took that throne. All the way down, we took first the whole year, and then I think that was the moment when we finally said, all right, guys, we know we can compete at that level. We just got to do it again or stick with it.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah.
Obviously, that was a big climb for you guys. What does this tournament in Wausau mean to Titans' future? Obviously, this was, in my opinion, this was actually a big tournament as well too. Obviously, you guys are further along in your careers. And then I know you guys mentioned that Alan might be, he has future plans as well too. What does this win means to Titan? Does it mean like you guys continue, or does it mean like you guys is gonna continue with the road that Alan might be gone, and then you guys are gonna break up? What does this win mean?
I think this only means well, winning this tournament just means that we can still play for one.
Okay. Okay.
Even though Alan is going far away for school and getting his things done, it only just means we have to step it up and wait till he comes back, because it's just an intermission for Alan. It's not like he's leaving the team. It's not like Tyson's done, because our future goals is just much more than just playing ball. Our future goals, like I think I was talking to you, Will, when we were at Wausau together. I was saying that it doesn't end here. It just means that we're gonna try our best, and our future plans is just to inspire our upcoming generations. What we don't see coming up is a lot of younger teams, especially not in Fresno. I don't know about Minnesota and Wausau or the Midwest. I know there's a lot of young teams out there, but in Fresno, we don't have much teams. We don't have much young teams. And, at the very least, what we can do is play, just like how Prime Time did for us, play until we can pave that path to the younger generations. Prime Time was a big deal in our life because they were the one hill that we can overcome.
They were like the measuring stick, right? Prime Time, if we could hang with Prime Time, then we can hang with anybody.
Yeah. So it's just a means for us just to pave way for the younger generation. I think if we were able to see a lot more younger people play and continue going on, I think we would feel more at ease, more at peace. Just to okay, yeah, this is good. We're done, But I don't think that's
okay.
I don't think that we can see that right now. And another thing is we have not found the right. Titan is not Titan. It's upholding how we got to Titan, how we became Titan, how Cal Ku became our legacy. And we cannot just let it end there. We cannot end with us. We gotta find the right people to kind of uphold that legacy from here on out. Just like how Prime Time is going with it.
Right. Greg, how do you feel about that legacy of Titan? Potentially it might end because one of you guys' main player, Allen, who's obviously the heart and soul of the team, potentially leaving, or he has his own calling. How do you feel about that?
It's okay. We all have our own callings in life, so I can understand any of us doing anything that if something's calling us, we gotta go after it, regardless of what it is. And it's perfectly fine that he's that he leaves for a while. We had for a while, Siu was gone. Siu was gone for 2 years, and that's something he had to do. And we just like we said, we support each other. So if it's time, then it's time. As far as everyone else who's staying, it really is up to everyone to decide, if it's something that they want to be a part of still, regardless of, it's okay. We could put it off. We gotta decide what we want. Do we want to stick to a training regimen? Do we want to, practice, mandatory practice? And, do we want to still hold ourselves to the same standard while he's gone? Do we want to take a break? We have, like we said, a lot of us have, wives, kids, and there's other things that need to be done as well. So, it really just depends. As for me, just pretty much just keep working out, keep playing, keep training, because someday those guys are gonna add, hey, let's play a tournament, and I'll be like, just be ready, just in case, And so that really is all it is. Keep playing.
Yeah. And Jeremiah, what does the win in Wausau mean to you, like individually moving forward, like? Especially, obviously Alan is gonna go to his do his thing. Does that put more on you to kind of step up and kind of fill that void, or how do you feel about that?
I feel like we're all gonna have to step up when Alan steps away a little bit, but that win, it means a lot to all of us.
Yeah.
But this tournament, I feel as if we didn't play to our full potential, because if we would have went and played Fresno New Year like this, guarantee we wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
So it's we still got a lot of work to do with or without Alan. We know with Alan, with Alan on the team, we got any game is possible for us to win. So that just means that if he's not there, everyone just needs to pick it up a little more. So we got to pick up the training or whatever, or doing what you got to do to stay in shape and just, getting your mind right until Alan can get back.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'll do that from my end, and I just hope everyone else does on their end, and we'll just keep rolling if it calls for us to do that.
Okay. I don't know what the hell he was doing in the background right there.
Hugh, what about you? What does it mean? What does it mean winning Wausau tournament and then moving forward? Like what does it mean for you?
For me, I'm quite sure. Like I said, I know I'm pretty sure we're still gonna compete. At the end, am I muted? Or no, I'm not. All right,
you're good.
You're good.
Okay. For me, for example, I'm still gonna be training and keep myself in shape and focus on my career and everything. But at the end of the day, if they ever need me wherever, I'm always there. I'll do my best to come out. Like I said, we are a team, and when we play and everything. From here, I don't know what we're gonna do from here on out. But like I said, we had a Labor Day tournament coming out, so we're gonna host or either play. But I said I look forward to it. But every tournament, I'm always looking forward to any tournament if we play or not. If we don't play, I always had kids that I coach or relatives that I play, I grew up playing with, and I always just hop on with them. So I was still play volleyball wherever if we don't play.
Yeah. So I know Alan posted a compilation of you guys training. Okay, I got a question for y'all. I'll start with Jeremiah. Was that real, or was that just a day thing? Was that just for likes? Was that just a TikTok thing?
Alan didn't actually add my other workouts in there, so a lot of us were working out. So,
hey, I know Jeremiah.
I'll leave it at that.
Jeremiah had 2 45-pounders on his thing. I'm like, damn, this dude doing 225.
I think that was Tony, but I may be able to lift a little more than that, though. We'll see.
But hey, in all joking though, it just shows that champions are not built by just showing up. It's built through all of that, though. That's the message I believe that Alan was trying to get across, and he got across for me.
Yeah, I
understood exactly where he was coming from. It was just not built. We showed here tournament, we played. It was this is all the crap that you have to do.
Even if it was all show, man, I don't care if the message got across.
I took it man, finally someone put something out like that.
Definitely,
it's not easy. Just to be, not even to win first place, just to compete, you have to put in that much work. And that message, I don't know, all of our young viewers out there. I know Alan put out a video with Team Titan. You guys are working out and stuff. You guys got to go follow Alan on TikTok. And just
that's the minimum. That's the minimum, though. You know what I mean? It should be the minimum.
And that's just so wholesome, because I know that a lot of the younger players, they think, okay, I'm just gonna go on and start balling. But it's not that. You guys have been doing it for 10 years plus. You guys are still putting in the work. Your message got across so well. It resonated with me so well. I mean, dude, speak about that. What were you, you know what I mean? Look at you in the background.
She was gonna go first, man.
You're doing 2 plates.
No, but let me speak on that a little bit. Because I definitely younger kids out here. I definitely try to put them through this similar workouts. Even myself, I put myself through similar workouts. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, to kind of have you guys, the current team that won the biggest tournament, to have you guys show that, hey man, we're out here, we're busting our ass too. as if we're rookies, you know what I mean? And that shows a lot, you know, and it shows a lot, not just what you guys do, but you know, the message that we're trying to put out there, right? Like it's not easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're taking Cali, like you guys are all Cali born and everything. We're taking you guys and we're taking your guys' secrets, if you guys want to call it that, secrets and whatnot, and we're putting out there. You know what I mean? Like take it. Like whoever, you know, from the south, east, west, coast, you know, whatever. Take it and you guys got to run with it. You know, it's no secret no more. So there's no more excuses. You know, next time Titans show up, y'all shouldn't be losing 2 games straight. Y'all should be putting that shit on their ass. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. Shiyu, man, you flexing over there. You got to talk about it.
Go ahead, Shiyu.
I'll just have fun. That's it.
Well, let's go to some of the comments online right here. Obviously, you guys got some comments right here. It says, Sean, the captain, said, "Is CU even awake?" What's up, CU, man?
Wait, what was that?
Sean,
he needs another bear. That's what he needs. Needs another bear. There you go.
He said, "You better bear tag him or something."
Bear tag right there, half.
What the heck?
Jeremiah's been chugging too. Yeah, Jeremiah's been chugging too. I know.
And then Kia, one of our good buddies from Wisconsin, said, "Alan, you got my follow." So he's gonna emulate you, Alan. So he said that you got his follow. So obviously, you know, one of the things that's so underrated, we talked about this last night with some of our with their president, is that even though you're just playing like a sport, it's just volleyball, but you can make so much of an impact. And that's what CrossCourt Conversation is all about. It's just like, share your story, make an impact. And I'm just, like I told the story with Alan, one of my nephew, he was watching you play live, and he's basically commented and told me, like, I got a new player. His name is Alan. I'm like, oh, shoot. And he's like 17, 18. So, I mean, you never know who you can, like, touch or motivate or, you know, whatever. You know, I know that we're just playing a sport, and, you know, let alone this Hmong volleyball. No, Peng and I, we're here to like make it bigger than this Hmong volleyball. It's like
cut you off right there.
You guys are like celebrities and idols.
I'm gonna let y'all know, like right now, like whoever's watching, like that's our goal. Hmong volleyball, Hmong sports. We want to make that as big as possible. You know what I mean? We want to make it to the point where like you ain't ashamed that you play Hmong volleyball, you know what I mean, or Hmong sports. You know what I mean? You gotta be like, yeah, you gotta bump your chest. Like, yeah, I play Hmong sports, man. Like that's at a high level. You know what I mean?
Like this.
Yes. It should not be. You know what I mean? Like you should be proud that you're representing, you know, your sport. You know, like this is what we built. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And you guys, you know, we got guys like Greg, you know, Bob from here, you know, like these athletes are willing to kind of, you know, expand our sport, and we got to be open to that stuff. You know what I mean? And we cannot like neglect that stuff, because, you know, this is only as big as we take it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm new to this game and I ask you about this game and you're already, oh yeah, I only play Hmong volleyball, then the impression that I get is it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? You got to bump your chest. And you're like, man, you should try it. You should try it out. It's high level. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to make every Hmong person, every person that is touched by Hmong volleyball, don't matter. It don't matter who you are. We want everybody to be like, that was the shit right there. You know what I mean? So definitely you guys, you know, you guys might not know it, but you guys are trailblazing right now, to be honest.
And especially, I think, well, I want to ask this, gentlemen, what is your impression? We asked a lot of our guests this. What is your impression on California taking not first, second, and third? Like, what is your impression on that? Like, I mean, I know you guys are obviously from California. You guys are gonna be a little humble about it, but speak on that a little bit. Like, what does that mean to Fresno? Especially all you guys are from Fresno. What does that mean that you guys come to all the way to Wisconsin?
Yeah, because you guys should say what you guys said in all the private messages. You guys are talking a lot of crap about Midwest.
I knew it.
He was like, "What the hell?"
I'm just kidding. No.
Well, this fucking see you doing this shit.
Yeah, you guys are talking a lot of crap about Midwest here. I can screenshot this real quick.
No, we just never heard your guys' opinion on that. Where you took first, obviously, it's not even California. It's like Fresno, first, second, and third. In a Wisconsin tournament that was probably one of the biggest tournament in years in Wisconsin to get that turnout like that. What are you guys' impression on that? What do you guys think? Can we start with Greg? What do you think about Greg as you're pouring your beer, man?
Hey, for me, it's great. Like I said, I've only played really competitive Hmong volleyball. I've never played any other competitive volleyball. So to be a part of this volleyball, this community and stuff, and then we play with all the teams that we the Phantom, Critical, all the teams that come over there, we play against each other all the time. So we're really always, all we're trying to do is just outsmart the team that night, and then we just learn off each other. We learn from the people who played before us, the Prime Times, the Wolfpack, the Raven, all that, all those big teams that played, passed down the knowledge and the the competitiveness to us. They say, hey, we expect you guys to carry the torch for Fresno when we're done, or keep going. You guys have a lot to learn. Keep learning. Be coachable and stuff like that. So we take that, and then we try to spread it out to everyone around us. Especially those playing volleyball. We try not to kids that are just starting, people that are just starting. We try not to don't try to include them, because if you don't, then why would they come back? When a non-Asian guy or a new Asian guy comes out for the first time, bring him out again. That's how I came. That's how I got here. Like, people kept bringing me out, and then there's times when you feel like, man, this isn't for me. Like this, I'm in a new environment with people I don't know, and then just for someone to just be like, hey, come back out tomorrow. It's like, oh dang, like one person here, thinks I can do this, or thinks I enjoy it. So yeah, so we try to, you just try to spread that out, spread the love out. Like, hey, this is very competitive here, but we're here to help you at the same time. So,
Greg, let me ask you this, man. Obviously, how did you get? Obviously, your wife is Hmong.
Yes.
How did you get so deep into the culture like that? Like, did you just? I mean, how did you buy into the Hmong volleyball scene and just like the Hmong ways and our culture, man? How did you get into that, man?
I was really when I first started playing with my wife, and then I was really bad. I just came out of high school. I wasn't very good. Like I said, I played a little bit in high school, but I was never really. I just wanted friends and stuff. So after high school, I didn't really talk to the people I play with anymore, or as much. And when I got with my wife and stuff, our setter Kevin was already a part of the family. Benji came into our lives, and then he was part of the family. Jeremiah, my brother-in-law, he was there. So it was really just everyone else competing around me, and me just having a natural competitive nature, I think, is what made me stay. I wanted to be on the court with my wife and my in-laws, so I decided to play a little harder every time, and then from there it came to, hey, you can kind of, back then you can jump a little higher, or maybe you hit pretty hard. Maybe you should try doing this or doing that. And then, like I said, people just start like planting those seeds, like how you can get better and better. And then like I said, mixed with natural competitiveness, I guess, or hard work. I'm not natural, but any stretch of the imagination, I'm not natural at this. And I have to practice way more than everyone. So for me, it's difficult. But just everyone's, like I said, everyone's just helping you out along the way. These guys playing school and then telling me like how to do things, it just makes my life a lot easier, because all I knew how to do was jump and swing the ball, and maybe try to pass. I didn't know proper anything. So
Yeah.
it's just and then as far as staying in it, it's like I said, it's the people, they start relying on you somehow. It's like, what the heck? People, hey, you're gonna go represent Fresno at this tournament, so hey, all of us are rooting for you. And it's like, how can you not play harder? Like, train harder. You guys asked about training regimen. We all have a pretty rough training regimen, man. I don't know if they want to share it, but those of us that do it,
we saw a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, like that's like that little. Oh man, there's so much more. But so like I said, for me, I'm older on the team. I feel like I have to do way more than these guys who are naturally, talented. So
right. So you're saying that you're not like as naturally gifted as, let's say, like
100%.
Or Jeremiah or an Allen, where you have to work extra hard for it.
100%. Like I said, Jeremiah is a Valley champion high school, take a decade off, come back and win Wausau. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. So, and then all the rest of them, same thing. Everyone's just so good. And I always say that if it's me, I have like a responsibility, right? To either be at their level or at least, work as hard to be close to it. So it's just something that I hold close to myself. And then, like I said, all the people that you're representing back home, all the teams, Primetime, Critical, Raven, Koo, Sean, Mr. Volleyball, Mr. Hmong Volleyball over in Wisconsin, TK, Cloud9, all of them give you input or give me input how I can improve myself. And why would I discard it, man? This is just
Yeah. Dude, you're not even Hmong when you got like the Hmong spirit, bro. God damn. Man, I feel you, man. Like I feel
we're
you.
about to give you like, hey, Greg, we're about to get you like a Baylo, man. We gotta, we gotta get you like a Hmong old name, man. We gotta
It's too hot.
Oh, see, they said too hot, right? That's right, I got you, man.
Great.
Can you talk a little bit about your impression on first, second, third? Basically, it's like a California suite, man. Talk a little about that. Did you expect that?
Mine.
Me or Greg?
Oh yeah,
yes, you. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I didn't really expect that going in. Like I know, like all of us, we all compete at a high level and we all play together. Like I said, Critical, they are like half of them are like my family. So with Phantom, I saw them because I coach at my old high school, right? So I seen like all of them, they're like young kids, but they play in our league. And I saw them all growing up to all, like they all have potential. So like for us just to like place like first, second, third, like in my mind is like outrageous. Like I would never ever thought that would ever happen. It's so hard to place like first, second, third in California for Fresno.
Right.
Just to have Fresno team. To do that there, like it sent like so much message. Like I have like relatives from like Wisconsin and all stuff. They're like, you guys know, like like they have people that they don't even know that play volleyball but they came from California and they're just talking like, California came here and took like Wausau, like first, second, third. I'm just like, what? I didn't even know like what's going through like everybody else's mind, but like with us, like yeah, we want all stuff, but like we still have like a bigger picture for us. Like we want to aim higher, but we feel like we're so rushed going back home after Wausau. Like it didn't really hit us until I think we all probably got back to Cali and like kind of like started driving back home, So that's when it probably kind of all hit us because of all the comments and everything. Like like we're inspired, like inspiration to like kids and everybody. Like that's when it started like hitting me, like all this stuff, and like I'm pretty sure like everybody else too, because like that whole time traveling all the stuff, we didn't really have time to like touch our phone and everything. Coming back and we're looking at all the comments and everything, like I said, there's always gonna be love, hate, relationship, everything. But like at the end of the day, it's like the volleyball community, like from California, from like Midwest, everything. As long as like we're all Hmong, like we're all family at the end of the day. So it's like we have to have love for each other. As long as we're inspiring like people to like because what I like for me, what I want is like to be like a Hmong athlete, to be up there, like compete like in the Olympics, or like being a pro in Hmong volleyball, like in volleyball. Like I said, just to have us, it's like we're kind of old now, but like just to put it out there, like I'm pretty sure in the future, like probably like 20 years from now, wherever, could inspire somebody to go out there, like, to put us, like, like how good we are and Hmong volleyball is too. So.
Jeremiah, you got anything to add to just the first, second, and third finish of of the Wausau tournament? What is your impression of that when California, and it's not just California, it's Fresno coming in and just taking first, second, and third, and it's just the guys that you see at the park all the time?
I mean, for me, I thought it was kind of surreal in a sense where we're playing against Critical in the semis and we're looking over and we're like, hey, these boys are doing work. This might happen. So, once it did happen, we're like, oh man, because you can say the three teams that placed, we did play a lot. We competed against each other a lot, and it kind of came to fruition a little bit of, what, hard work, it does pay off. So in that sense where, everyone just competed, everyone did their thing, and the cards fell right in that sense, and the bracket fell right, and we might have lucked out, kicking first, second, third, but we just got to do our thing and just let the cards fall where they may, and it happened that way.
Boys, what do you guys? I know Alan already shared his opinion. What did you think about the first, second, and third finish with California? Do you guys think it was just your time, or were you surprised when you guys were playing in the Final Four team and you guys saw, man, this is all a California team? Were you guys rooting for each other? Share your little opinion about that.
Yeah. So honestly, so.
See, what the hell's going on with you? See,
that drink,
honestly,
true, sir.
I'm glad. Like Jeremiah said, cards fell right. That we lost to KO. We got the 13 seed over, and like the only team we were looking forward to was we need to beat Cloud9, and that's beat Cloud9 and KO. No disrespect to Critical, but Flashpoint, we know what they're capable of, but we know it's not the full team. We have a chance. We never beat Critical full squad. So we're all right, we should be able to do this, So right after we beat Cloud9, all right, Critical, we're good. We need this playoff part, we need it's not full squad. We shouldn't worry about that much, So when we look at the other bracket, where Phantom, it's KO1, KO2, we got Hidden Lead, you got MDY. It's fuck yeah, bro. Hey,
can somebody call see you down? What's going on?
So that's why when we got to the finals, right? When we got down to the finals, when they got to the finals, I was thinking Fenton should be tired as fuck right now,
Hey, 那个就sai说死อยู่呢，死อยู่但是呢，这也都加起呢。
Hey, that's why we win game 3, right? We get game 3. You got my little brother capping up. You got the middle here, number 5, Mason capping up. We're like, fuck yeah, we're good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, bro. But we're playing our best. Honestly, after we lost to KO, cooling them, delaying them, I was thinking to myself, it's bro, we're not gonna win this tournament. Me and Hugh was last minute, and a
little history. They bought their ticket, I think that Tuesday before we flew out to Wausau, right before the tournament.
Yeah,
they were that last minute.
Yeah, so after we play that, I think they were gonna win it. We played trash, and how everyone says we didn't play good at all against KO. So I didn't think much of it until I traveled this far, might as well just play, and things work out, So yeah.
Okay. You know, you could have told that without all the cuss words, man. Talking about how to Daisy. Thank you for your insight. I appreciate that. Hey, Alan, can you take the mic away from CU?
Yeah. we're heading towards the end here. Cheers, whoever's got a beer left.
Cheers.
See you. Yeah, there we go.
Cheers.
So okay, what was the question again?
The question was, what was your impression on a basically like first, second, and third for California? What does it mean to you guys? So what does it mean?
Well, you know, it makes me really happy, you know, and I know a lot of people, you know, it offended some people, but all I gotta say is, you know, there isn't a California.
Call them out.
Like,
can you explain that?
Who did it offend?
What do you mean by it offended some people? Because obviously, I thought it was pretty like the facts are the facts. You can't like, you know.
Hold on. We shouldn't ask Alvin. See you. Who did it offend?
No. It's so many years now. We're talking about going to Wausau, and because we've never been there, so that's how it led to us. You know, like after this pandemic, you know, like Wausau is perfect timing. Let's go, and we just took first. And you know what? If it offended anyone, come to Fresno New Year.
Who was it that got offended?
I was just kidding.
Who got offended? Who got offended?
I'm just kidding, bro. Like,
who got offended?
Whoever made the burner account. I don't know who that is, man.
Hey, which burner account? There's like 20 of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm inclined to think it was you, man.
It's my reason to fire up all Fresno.
Well, obviously, the fact of the matter is, people can say whatever they want to say. The fact of the matter is, California did take first, second, and third. It doesn't matter if you get hurt. It doesn't matter if you feel a certain way. The fact of the matter is, we got to live with the reality. We can't talk about the past. We can talk about the future. We have to talk about what happened and what transpired and how we're going to plan for it. And that's the big thing, you know, especially for the Midwest. I know that Midwest has some dominant teams, a la KO, Midwest Express, you know, the Airborns in the past. We have some dominant teams. And then here comes prime time. Here comes Critical. Here comes Team California. Here comes Titan along the way. You know, we have to live with the fact. Whoever our viewer are, whoever's a fan of Hmong volleyball, we have to live with the fact. We can't deny it. We have to accept it, and we have to move forward. And I think Peng and me, we look at the tournament or the whole round from an unbiased position where we just say, okay, California won first, second, and third. That's it. We're not reporting. We're not saying anything false about it, and we just want to know your guys' input on it. You know, whoever wants to get the and your feelings are hurt, that means that you need to train harder and you need to come at these California guys. That's all it means. You know, it doesn't mean I
think it's a little bit. It's a little bit you guys won, and it's a little bit because Midwest is kind of down right now, to be honest. But that's just kind of the nature of things, right? Like it just so happens that, you know, we did this when, you know, Midwest is down. So like if we're still here, 2 years down the road, it might be Midwest on top. So we might be talking to Midwestern right now, and you know, we might be talking about, hey, Cali better not be, you know, all salty and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, like we're not here for that. We're not here for that. We're just here to kind of give you guys your flowers, man. To be honest.
And I think as a volleyball fan, for me, you know, it's good to talk about. It's a good storyline, and I have full like I'm totally invested in the Midwest. I know that we can overcome this because we still have KO, we still have Hova, we still have Yelang. These guys,
and we still have you know like the team Wisconsin guys and all that. But our intent is to kind of shine a light on Hmong volleyball as a whole, not just Hmong volleyball in the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys are definitely Fresno, definitely in Cali as a whole are a part of Hmong volleyball. And let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, let's not get it twisted. We're not in our own little bubble here. You know what I mean? So we definitely gave an effort. Gave an effort to reach out to West Coast players and teams.
I guess, but I guess that's why it was kind of surprising when I think CU said, you know, like feelings are hurt or whatever. I don't think feelings are hurt. It's just, you know, we just got to try harder from the Midwest stand. Or I know I wouldn't say try harder because everyone tries, but I guess we just have to like probably reevaluate how volleyball is played and how to like beat like a Titan or how to like overcome like a Phantom. So I know that as someone who plays sports, I cannot judge people on their effort because you don't know the effort, but maybe just work on some of your skills or whatever. But I have full faith that Midwest is going to make their run because I know that KO, being the champions that they are, they will take it personally and they're like, okay, we need to come back from this. So we have, although you know although California took first, second, and third, I have full faith that a champion team, pedigree like KO, they saw this and they're not going to take it lightly as well too. And that's what makes it so special. We can't wait until July 4th where you know Cali's going to come there, Minnesota, Wisconsin, everyone's going to be all up, and that's what's so special about this sport. And then we hope that could be the same way too for the Fresno New Year as well too. You know, because Fresno is special too. Taking Fresno is a big thing as well too. So,
Koo says he's offended and see you guys in Fresno New Year. He said.
I mean,
like play a trumpet set for us.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, so like, you know how they always have that debate of Cali and Midwest, right? The truth is, there is no California style. There is no Midwest style. If you lose, you gotta look at what the best players do. And so if you watch the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
The Olympics, they lose. They don't say, man, it's because Russia has a really good program over there. Like, no, Japan lose, they bounce back, right? Next 4 years, they're creaming, you know? And volleyball's volleyball. You go, like, it's out there now. You could Google how to do this, how to jump higher, what it is. It's just the mindset is what is gonna separate them, you know. And that's the difference between like Michael Jordan and like Kobe Bryant, you know. But it's out there, and we have no style of volleyball. We just play volleyball. We learn, you know. We explore a little more. I'm not saying you get like Midwest haven't explored, but it's more like we use our resources in Fresno, you know. Like I said, it's no secret anymore.
I like that perspective.
Definitely, and at least in West Coast, volleyball is it's a major sport for men's at least. In the Midwest, it's just an afterthought. But I love how you spoke about that. You know, it's basically a copycat league, right? And you bring it to the Olympics, right? And I've been following Olympics since, you know, the early 2000s and whatnot. And that was when Brazil was on top, right? Brazil was running that quick pipe. They came out with that quick pipe with Dante and Jiba and all those guys. And then like 5 years later, right after they dominated the 2000s, 5 years later, everybody was doing it. Quick pipe. You know what I mean? Everybody was doing it. Now it's just a way of doing things, right? So it's definitely a copycat league. I don't think it's any different in team sport. You know, like if a team wins, right? If a team comes and wins, like you definitely have to look at them and be like, okay, what are we doing? What are we not doing that they're doing? You know what I mean? So, definitely to your credit, Alan, is definitely you really have to look beyond yourself and be like, what are they doing? What can we do similar to what they're doing? So yeah, but definitely we taking up a whole bunch of you guys' time. Tony's at work talking trash. He's on he's in the comments talking trash. He's probably bored at work. But we'll end it with what's next? I mean, what's next with you guys? And I don't care if it's team wise or individual wise or what. Go ahead.
Hey, Ping and Will, before we get to that topic, I kind of want to explain why we were called Titan and not Titan.
Yeah. No, okay. You guys are called Titan, no S. That's the full name.
Titan, no S. Please do. So we came up with this team name, and I remember we had this debate a long time ago, 10 years now, at least 10 years. and we were like, hey, should we call it Titan or Titans? And if you look up the meaning of the word Titan, it's actually a destroyer, a god destroyer, the destroyer of gods. So to put it in the perspective of volleyball, to us, Prime Time's a god, Critical is a god, KO is a god, everyone else is a god, and for us to be a destroyer of gods, we have to come together to be one Titan, to be able to destroy the gods, right? In order for that to happen, we have to play as a team, as a family, as brotherhoods, whatever you guys call it. We had to come together to be just one Titan to make it happen, and that's why we're like Titans, no S, because we are just one Titan. Without each other, we are not a Titan.
Wow.
So that was our debate on it.
Okay. We never knew that was the meaning behind that. Look, even Hugh was like, "Oh, for real?" He was like, "Damn, I didn't know that."
You didn't tell me that when I joined the team, bro.
He was over there like, "But your mom."
This is when Cal was still with us too. So this is a way back. This is the originals. Yeah.
See, you guys have really deep meaning. And I think that your team winning it stood for something. Just the way that you guys told your story so elegant, just with the passing of one of your comrades, one of your brothers, and living through him, and it just means so much. And it's just such a great storyline. And for you to explain it like that, to educate us between, just to educate us, the meaning behind you guys' name, that's totally awesome. But it totally educated me, and it makes me look at sport. And we always say like sport is more than just a sport. It's like it means a lot to your life,
lifestyle.
Yeah, no, it teaches definitely discipline and all that stuff. It's
And obviously for you guys, it transferred over because you guys obviously live it, you guys talk it, and you guys lived it. And what was the most amazing thing is we captured it all on film too. I was like, holy cow. We captured Titan praying and doing their thing, going through the motion. All of a sudden they took first place, and it just came to fruition. It was just like, holy cow, it just worked out that way. So
thank you, by the way. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing, man.
So what's next? What's next for you guys or individually? What's going on?
I think I can speak for all of us. What's next is it doesn't end here. Train harder, get better, and see you guys at the next tournament. That's as far as we go.
Well, Pena, we're gonna come out of Fresno, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Tony's got that beer for you guys. Remember that?
That's why we're not coming there.
How do you feel about that, Jeremiah? What's next for you, or for you in terms of team or individual wise?
Stick with Titans, or what's up? Yeah.
Oh, of course. Kind of, on Facebook a little bit. I wouldn't play with any other guys except for these guys. Just because for what they stand for, what the team stands for. You play for more than just to play. You have to play with the purpose. So that I'm going to carry that. I know we're all going to continue to carry that. We're going to play for each other. Where it goes is where it goes. We may say one thing, but you never know. We just got to cherish each day, and we're going to figure out each day as it comes. And don't want to make any promises, but as we're still here, we'll keep working, and then we'll keep rolling from there.
Yeah.
We wish nothing for the best for you guys.
What about you, Shiyu? Like more beer in the future, or just,
I didn't.
How does it look like? It's like you're gonna introduce more beer in the diet, or?
Oh my God.
Cheers, bro.
Dude.
I ain't about to chug my beer, but damn. Yeah, okay.
Hey, I was introduced beer from prime time.
He was 12 years old.
All their fault, all their influence, all their fault. I'm just kidding. As far as the future, I don't know. Like, all I think about is just like Fresno New Year now.
That's the next.
Just Fresno New Year. Like after this Wausau win, I just feel motivated. It's either like how like PT told me, J4 is all about like it's either like lose you or motivate you. And this Wausau tournament, it motivated me. Like instead of like especially when we won, it motivated me like to become better. Especially now that Alan moved to Humble, it motivated all of us to get better, to step it up. So I'm really looking forward to Fresno New Year, and all of us trying to like step it up a notch. So yeah, like the future, and Tidy doesn't end here. Our brotherhood doesn't end here. Like even if Tati ends, our brotherhood is still here. So I'm just looking forward to that. Like play with my to all my besties, like all my best of friends, so it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Greg, what about you? How do you see
pretty
the
much
future? Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna keep playing regardless. I have to, because if I don't, then I'm not gonna keep up. And then like I said, I just pretty much be waiting when they're ready to play tournament. We're ready to start practicing and holding ourselves to the actual schedule and stuff, or whatever it is. Just be ready, and I'll keep playing.
Yeah. Hugh?
See, you pretty much said all, but like I said, I'll still train and keep myself in shape and everything. And whenever practice and everything, like just hit me up and we go and like play in tournaments. I'll be ready.
Hey, Alan, about you?
Honestly,
yeah.
No, I'm done.
I'm very excited for what is going to come down the road, because by my path for volleyball, it doesn't stop. Because if you guys don't know, I'm actually going to be playing for the college club team up where I'm going. So then what I'm very excited about is when I come back, I want to see how these guys grew, because I'm planning for college to take me to a different level too.
Shout out. What college is that?
Humboldt State University.
Yeah.
How far is that from home?
8 hours.
Holy
Hours.
cow. Is that south or north?
Up north, yeah.
Up
Easy.
north? Okay.
Slight
Yeah,
work.
so
Right around the corner.
yeah, I'm super excited for what they have in store for me, right? Because when I come back, I want to see like.
That's way too much. Yeah.
I'm gonna expect a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's either you guys gonna maintain or you guys gonna get better, and that's the surprise that when I come back I want to see. You know, and
Is that an ultimatum, or is that like, okay,
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
like your boys better step up, or
You might
what's
go
up?
play prime time again.
no,
Hey.
it's sort of expected already. Like knowing these guys, they don't need me to tell them what to do, because
Right.
sometimes they tell me what to do, you know. And so I know it's okay. You know, you guys don't need me as much because I know inside you guys know what to do, especially if I'm not there. You know, and they can tell you all these stories about how they always play with 5 people and they play so good, and then when I come by and then they're like, and we suck, bro. I'm just like, what happened? You know, yeah, they always step up when they need to. And I know that I'm gonna be doing the same over there too. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Well, much luck to you, Alan. I think you have a bright future ahead of you. Saw you play. It was, during the tournament in Wausau, it was legendary, just to say the least. Lack of better terms, it was legendary.
Yeah, no disrespect to Alan, but I'm kind of excited to see you guys without Alan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be honest.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think it will grow your team more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cause I think individually, I kind of have a good idea that you guys are really talented. And I think with Alan gone, that might kind of work to some of you guys.
Why do you say that?
In your favor, like
somebody
because
has to step up. Or what?
Yeah, somebody has to step up. You know what I mean? Like there's voids to be like you got to fill those voids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And sometimes I've been there. I've been there in both roles. I've been there in leadership roles and kind of role player role, right? And it's different. You know what I mean? You don't really ask for it, but when it calls, when the situation calls for it, I just want to see like who kind of steps up. You know what I mean? That's why. Because and personally for me, I know what Alan can do already. Like Alan has played with Primetime and he's won already. And he's played with you guys with Titan, and he's already, you guys have already, uplifted, your guys' name and whatnot. Alan's kind of let's just be honest here. Alan's kind of household name amongst us all. But I really want to see with his absence, I want to see, let's say Jeremiah, he might come up and he might be, he might be the main player, or Hugh might be, he might challenge himself a little bit, or Greg might be, challenge himself a little bit, you know what I mean? So like I've been there before. I've been a role player and I've deferred before, and you just stick to kind of your role and whatnot, and you just settle in. And I like to see you guys kind of feel like, damn, like I might need to do a little bit more. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but for me, I'm like this. I'm just like talking as I think. But I definitely, I'm as excited I am to see Alan play. I'm more excited to see you guys play without Alan.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
I think Alan gets. I don't know, man. But sometimes when you're playing with a player right next to you and you're just kind of like, that's my boy, that's my homie. But sometimes you also forget, like, man, this guy is really good. You know, I had it happen to me a couple times where you kind of know someone.
Yeah,
Like, man,
and when you kind of slotted into a system, you just kind of fall into that system.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you come into a system and like, okay, Alan's the guy, I just need to support him, then you kind of just fall into that slot. You know what I mean? But like with Alan gone, then it's kind of like, okay, like who's gonna step up, you know? And that's why I'm excited for you guys, you know what I mean? Because I like to see you guys blossom too, you know what I mean? Because I know you guys have a lot more, like she is gonna hit, you know what I mean? Like something like that, you know what I mean? Something like,
I didn't think you heard me.
something like that, you know what I mean? Like he'll serve and come block at the same time, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely, you know, like I don't watch the game just for, you know, top players. I definitely watch the growth of players, you know what I mean? Because you guys, I've definitely seen you guys, Alan, I see when they were young, you, all those guys, you know, I definitely, you know, when I was acquainted with YouTube, I definitely kept up with how you guys were, and to see you guys come up, yeah, it's definitely a, you know, blessing, and it's a privilege to see you guys come up, you know what I mean? But it's definitely the next step that I want to see Titan kind of not without Alan, but kind of Alan, you know, in terms of part-time, you know what I mean? Whereas you guys kind of take that mantle and see where you guys take it, definitely. So
for sure, man.
yeah,
I think, dude, Titan, man, like a lot of people will just, especially you guys made your run in Wausau, huh? Man, you guys just threw your name out there like that. Like you guys are like a household name now. Titan, like they know Greg, they know Jeremiah, they know all you guys from the videos, from the tournament.
Yeah.
You guys are
yeah. But to be fair to you guys, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, in terms of West Coast, you guys were already there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in terms of Midwest, definitely after that tournament, yeah, definitely.
Put you guys on the map.
Yeah.
Because personally, I felt like you guys were in the shadows of like a prime time or like critical, and winning that tournament. Personally, I felt that you guys kind of like made a name for yourself in one of the biggest tournament in Wisconsin in recent years. Like, let's not get it twisted. This tournament, people want to downplay it, like, oh, it ain't all that. But trust me, the competition was there. The best teams were there. You guys wound up in first place. So, I mean, it is what it is. People could downplay it, like, this is not Minnesota or whatever, but the competition was there. Some years when you see J4, the competition isn't even as fierce as what you saw in Wausau. So you guys came through, and I think you guys kind of cemented yourself as like a household name, Titan. And it kind of grew you guys out of the shadows of like a primetime, which is a legendary team, like a critical, which won a July 4th in 2016. So it kind of grew you guys, and hopefully you guys could run with this and make yourself even better. All you guys have to do is keep CU away from the fucking alcohol.
Because I definitely look at it like when you guys get back together as a whole, I definitely look at like Alan might just be a role player, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It might be, you know, one of these guys carrying the team, you know? So definitely.
Much love. Yeah. Gentlemen, you guys made quite the impression.
Yeah, good Lord.
Put your name, you guys stamped yourself in, like, you know, like, I don't know how you guys feel. You guys travel all the way to Wisconsin. Obviously, the money, you win the money. It's a big deal because you do want to win some money. But at the end of the day, man, you guys cemented your legacy where people could talk about this, whatever transpired in Wausau for years, even after you guys retired. So that's how deep it is.
More importantly than that, what did you guys do with the money, man? You guys went to strip club or something like that, or what?
Where's the pig roast at? What's up?
Y'all went to a strip club, or what y'all do? Jeremiah, speak on that. Like what they do, man. What you guys do? Come on, man.
I think we're just holding it right now. We're holding it. We're seeing what's to come. It didn't even make a dent in what we spent to get there and the supplies and everything. So, what everyone says, what? Oh, just come over here to the Midwest. It takes a lot of money. So winning the tournament, it didn't even make a dent.
Hey,
we did so.
I want to let you guys. When you guys plan to come to Midwest, you start like I don't know, like GoFundMe or whatever. We're definitely
and give us a holler, man.
Yeah,
you, bro.
Yeah, GoFundMe or
just
not
donate
you, not
$1,000
or like
least you.
Yeah, some type of donation thing. I don't know what you kids do nowadays. Whatever, like OnlyFans or whatever. I don't know what you guys do. You know what I mean? News or whatever. Whatever you guys do to get paid. I don't know what you guys do. But definitely next time that you guys do plan to come, definitely open that up to us. Us here that are like want to see you guys. You know what I mean? Like we're willing to donate for that purpose.
And it just doesn't go to just you guys, man. Whoever's coming from California and stuff, man. It was man.
Because you guys.
Same thing. Hey, same thing for you, Will and Payne. Like when you guys come to Fresno. GoFundMe, I'll donate. We're all gonna donate, because it's nice to have you guys there. So appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Will does most of the work.
I'm not coming by you, see you, man. Man, if I come by you, I'm not gonna get up the next morning. You dangerous.
No, but yeah.
I thought Sean talked about you. I thought Sean was lying. I saw you on Twitter. Like, man, this thing is no joke. What's up, Sean, man? Thank you for telling me the truth.
This is the last time. I'm not drinking no more.
No, but I'm just kidding. See you, man. Much love.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, anything that's traveling, you know what I mean? Like you put it out there, we'll definitely advertise it so you guys can get, if it's not a lot, at least it's a little, right? Little goes a long way. But we definitely want to see more just kind of more I don't know what the word is, but basically we want to see more Midwest into playing West Coast tournaments, and then West Coast teams playing the Midwest tournaments, right? I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? You know what I mean? So definitely. Yeah.
Man. All right, man. We're good. We took up like a lot of their time. I appreciate that.
Hey, we got Chuck. I got a little bit more left. So.
Well done.
Cheers. Hey,
I think the boys finished the whole fridge.
Thank you guys, team Natit.